Because I'm worth it.
Yeah.
Hi guys, how's everyone doing? We're not late actually. I think you guys were just really early.
Yes.
Super early. Like we actually weren't sure if it was even Saturday. We're like, yeah, it's Saturday. We're both here.
No, I'm not getting dragged. You weren't sure it was Saturday. I was sure it was Saturday.
Your women brain nonsense. It's true.
And then you were like, I'm not sure if it's Saturday. Hang on, but you're here. Was that yes?
Hi.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't find my headphones for the life of me.
I figured it was something like that. I'm like, let me give her like 15 minutes to make sure she's alive.
Fuck did I put them in? I'm like, is everything up except for the headphones? I'm so stupid.
It's okay.
The one thing I need everything, but the other one thing I need.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have sat here 1 minute early.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm so sweaty now too.
Because the panic.
The
sets
stress of
in.
looking for headphones.
The headphone stress is real.
I got my AirPods out, but glad I don't. They're just not as good as listening to it through the soundboard.
Yeah. Those are your backup ones. Yeah. I got to make sure. I was nervous when I was away last week because I forgot my headphones and I was like, oh no. So I got to make sure I like pack them. I'm like, but it sounded fine. As soon as we're like, that'll let Disparu will tell me immediately if there's something wrong, if there's an echo. Anything.
He would.
Oh,
Well, normally it's like pretty bad. It's like your microphone is popping every second, and I'm developing a headache before the show started. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna say something.
Yep.
yeah. So, anyways, chat. Hi.
Oh, we're live. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, she didn't.
Congratulations. Welcome to the stream.
I'm sorry.
Good thing I never said anything silly.
That's what I was gonna wait. I'm like, you know what? Maybe she's like stuck in traffic or something. We'll start, and then if I don't hear from her in 10 minutes, I'll text her to make sure she's alive.
It's a good job she didn't do a traditional greeting. Hello, my beggars.
Yes. Welcome, my beggars in chat. No, I'm kidding.
That's so funny. She's like seeing the chat moving and she go, wait a minute.
No, they always say late and gay. I think I saw someone said X-ray late and gay. So I'm like, oh, we haven't started yet.
Well, usually as soon as it hits.
No, it's because specifically you.
Yeah. As soon as it hits 7 or even at 6:59, we get the late thing.
Oh,
some
yes,
people are a minute ahead in life, I think.
Chat keeps us on our toes.
Yeah. Yes,
They're just crapping.
Thanks, chat.
They've got it locked and loaded, ready to press enter at the exact second they see
That's
the
why-
timer tick over.
That's why they're my beggars. I don't know. Sorry, chat.
She's like, all right, let me get situated here since we're live.
God,
Well, it is a shame though, the kind of movies that have come out, because it has swallowed up some absolute gold that came out about Supergirl. That they were reusing shots in the movie and just mirroring it.
I saw
Like,
that.
no.
I sent something. Let me see if I can find it. I think I sent it to Vera because I still haven't seen it. And I was like, please tell me this wasn't actually in the movie. And she's like such a crying face. And she was like, it was. So it was such a bad CGI. I'm like, oh no. And Spider-Man.
Oh, was that where she flies out of a cave?
Yes, this one here.
From the ship when she saves the girls, that's a really bad shot of her.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually in the movie. I'll play it after you're.
No, I remember it.
I remember. I seen this so the chat needs to see it.
But this is the
sorry,
kind of
you gotta
thing
suffer
that
with
you just find in like anime or something. You know, they don't want to reanimate something, so they're using the same background somewhere else, and it doesn't really matter much. In a movie costing $175 million, you shouldn't need to mirror shots. There's no need to reuse the same thing over and over again. But here we are.
Yeah, people tried saying that. I seen something about that earlier. Like it wasn't the same shot. It was just like shot
was
kind
the
of the
same
same.
shot.
And I'm like her hair literally flows. Like
Okay,
it was the
so-
same shot. You can't replicate something like that.
The reason why it's not identical is I think it's probably from a camera off to the side somewhere.
Yeah.
So that comparison, I think they've shifted it a bit to move the cameras in line. But the one I saw that was just from the movie itself, it is slightly a different angle, but that's still the same shot. It's still the same footage being filmed. Like it shouldn't have been in the same edit.
And here is the beautiful. And people wonder why we say CGI is going backwards. I see this and I was like, there's no way this is real. It's real.
Oh, yes.
It looks like
It's
in
it's
James
worse.
Bond, the 007 game, when you could do the 3D head in the Nintendo 64 game, this is exactly what it looked like.
No, what I was going to say is it's worse than the David Corn sweat flying scene. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
The one in the trailer. Poor guy.
But to be fair, that's because he's got a wonky eye. Like that.
She's just got a whole wonky face.
He just has a lazy eye, right? So, what was I going to do? I want to show you guys the side by side thing because I know other people remember this, but me and my cousin used to do this. We thought it was just so funny to do like the three. Look at this. Tell me this doesn't look similar to this. Hold on, not that. This right here. The 3D. It looks the same, doesn't it?
Like 8-bit style.
Yeah.
But the thing is, her face won't be fake. I'm sure they would have filmed that she's just on a green box, lying down with her arm forwards. So her face should look real. But it's put on the background and everything. I don't know whether it's the volume or whatever they use, or whether it was just bad CGI in the background. But
oh, you know what? It probably is. He did a wide angle lens, and it just made her look so wonky and warped.
Yeah, there's no need to use why would you use a wide angle lens 2
Not for
inches from
that.
someone's face?
It's James Gunn.
Because it distorts everybody. Like wide angle lenses, if you're not far enough away, you get that close. Even your nose is close to the camera, so it looks massive and all kinds of stuff. Destroys everything.
I could see that they use some sort of like weird optical illusion lens to get her to look like that, or it's just bad CG. Either or, bad choice, Gunn.
It's definitely bad CG because you see her fly out of the cave, and it's like she's flying through 2D game textures from the 90s. Like the fire is just flat, and she's just walked past it.
Yeah.
I would forgive like bad shots over bad CG because a bad shot costs way less, and I respect that. Then you paid extra money to make that crap.
That's what I don't understand. You know, like how much they pay for this bad CGI when you could have just paid less and got something better.
It's weird when you see the behind the scenes stuff in this. So there's like the ship fight. They showed how that was done, and they built like the set. And then these guys were like firing themselves off. And there was actual explosions going off next to them. And the behind the scenes look better than the movie. Like you should have ditched all. I don't know what you did with the graphics or the color saturation or whatever it was, but it made it look
Crappier.
awful. Yeah, it's such a strange effect that they have. I think it's because they blur everything to try. Oh, this is bad CGI. Let's cover it in all post processing to try and make real people not realize.
Ooh,
They
it's
blur
like
it and like
portrait
make
mode.
it dingy. Yeah, but like
On your
bad.
phone?
But it makes it's like really bad, like overused. You know what I mean? Like portrait mode can look good sometimes. I think it looks right if you have like bright lighting, right? Because it doesn't wash
Like outdoor
out.
usually.
Yeah, outdoors. But they do that as well as make it look darker to try and cover it up, and it just turns into a big old mess. And speaking of Supergirl, maybe I will eventually watch it because, you know, Vera says I don't suffer enough. All of my co-hosts watch really bad things, and she plays really bad games, and I'm just like, I didn't see it. And she's like, you need to suffer with the rest of us.
This is why you're still happy.
I know, I'm a happy girl. But after flopping at the box office, Supergirl is already headed to home audiences. The latest DC film is now available to rent or buy digitally on platforms including Prime, Apple, just weeks after its theatrical release. I feel like this was the fastest, at least in recent years.
Apparently, it's a day after Superman. So Superman came out earlier than this.
Oh, so they can say the girl movie took longer to go on VOD than
Yeah,
Super
because if you
fan.
remember, there was an uproar with Superman because James Gunn was like, "No, we need to get it out for Peacemaker. That's why it's leaving the cinema super early."
Oh yeah, sure. You don't want to make more money in cinemas. Got it.
Well, remember
Not that
that
it
was the
was.
movie as well that Ted, what was it, Ted Sarandos said was a disappointment. It is something when a CEO of a different company comes out to call your movie a flop in like a bit. Well, I can't even remember where he was. Was he in front of like Congress or something? It was some kind of meeting.
Oh
And
my
like,
god,
there was no
he got
need
called
for
out
him
on
to.
Congress.
There was no need for him to use that as like an example, but he did. It was
Man,
kind of wild, just
kind of
catching
embarrassing.
strays.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll eventually watch it, but I'm gonna wait for it to be free. I don't want to spend any money on this.
No,
Well-
I
At
wouldn't
this
either.
point-
And the crazy part is some of those movies when they go on VOD, it's like $25 to rent and then $30 to buy.
Yes, that's ridiculous. I get it when they do like, oh, you can buy it for $10 or rent it for 15, something like that. But when it's like, prices that you would pay to get a physical Blu-ray, it's like, well, if I really care for this movie, I'm just gonna go buy it on Blu-ray. Sorry, I had to switch my glasses.
Yeah, Ted called it a disappointment in front of the Senate. So, quite an important
It's pretty
place.
bad. It's in some government's notes.
But
That's pretty bad.
there is a company making worse decisions than DC, and I didn't think that was possible. And I actually didn't think
Sony?
it was possible.
This could go in so many directions.
Oh, wait, let's guess.
Well-
I'm gonna guess Sony. What do you guess?
But we're talking
X-Ray?
entertainment company, right?
Entertainment company.
I'm gonna go with
Amazon
Sony.
Prime because they haven't released the Savant.
No, well, that was Apple, but
Oh.
that is a disaster, and I am very upset. But no, Disney.
Oh, I heard.
Okay. Go
Disney
ahead,
have
what?
come up with a genuinely impressive
funny.
way.
This is funny.
Probably the worst entertainment I could possibly imagine. I didn't think they could sink any lower. And then I even said I'm genuinely impressed they found a way to get worse.
Oh, guys.
It is Extra Emily has her own 15-episode show streaming on Hulu and Disney Plus, repackaging her old VODs and streams into a TV show.
Wow, I can't believe Disney didn't call me. I have vlogs.
She
Mostly
is
Universal,
falling
though.
Have you
upward.
had car accidents on stream?
Yeah. You run
Not
red
on street,
lights, you almost hit cars, you sound like a baby, and you get a TV show.
Well, that's fake. There's been multiple Twitch streamers have come out and gone, no, her voice is just put on. She deliberately acts retarded.
Agreed.
It is
I've
really
never.
stupid.
I don't know who this is, but she looks very just confused.
No, in this
That's her
photo she
gimmick.
does. She usually looks like she acts like a baby child. Like
Ew.
she puts on this like, oh, so cute. Like a very like animated girl, like anime chick
Mhm.
Yeah.
in
Okay.
TV shows.
And-
Yeah.
She was getting kicked out of a restaurant or something for filming.
For,
And she was like,
she's
"So,
annoying
I
though.
I came in here and I thought we'd eat your food and then we could show it off to the street. I don't know what's going on, and it's just ridiculous. I couldn't act
No.
like that. I would annoy myself.
When Wicked and I went to eat, we hid in a corner. We were trying to be as quiet as possible. We weren't filming anyone within our shot. We tried to like not be like her, because a lot of these girls will go in while they're filming and then be loud and obnoxious, and they're like, oh my gosh, guys, look at this menu. And then I don't know about that specific incident, but they'll be like, let's look at this menu. And then what should we order? And the guy comes up. It's like, what would you like to eat or whatnot? And then they end up being a-holes.
Yeah, we
I-
specifically ask for like a corner because we don't want to put like, especially like, what if a kid walks by? I try hard not to get kids in any like shots that I do, right? But yeah, we don't want to bother anybody else while they're eating. And when we went the one time when we did it, we got treated like royalty kind of. They were so nice to us. The Kiki's Breakfast Cafe, remember that?
Oh, it was
guy
so
kept-
good though. Breakfast
It
was
was
good.
it was so good. But like, and the other time the lady was like, what's your YouTube channel? I was like, because we weren't obnoxious. We were really nice. Like, who are you guys? You're live right now? Like, who?
But-
That one waitress, remember? She was super cute.
Yeah.
When we were in Buffalo.
But I wasn't even about how she, because I didn't see how she acted in the restaurant. I'm on just talking about when the guy told her to leave, the fake voice she puts on is so annoying. I don't know how anyone can watch the streams.
Oh, do you have that? I want to see if we can find that.
I might be able to find it. I don't have it.
It was
because it was ages
Portuguese chicken restaurant. I remember.
It was like a chicken place. The thing is, this entire TV show is going to be heard fake talking like that. This is someone that's got banned multiple times because she's a terrible driver, and she's filmed herself driving through red lines, just crossing. She is the epitome of "I turn left now. Good luck, everybody." That is her, like, genuinely. It's quite frankly amazing she's still on Twitch, let alone getting her own TV show on Disney. It's just wild.
Falling upwards.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. You just yoinked. Says producers just yoinked the thumbnails from her videos and then took her streams and repackaged it. This is the lowest effort of content, and Disney think that this is what should be on their platform.
Yeah, they already are. The VODs exist on Twitch. That's crazy. I wonder how much she's getting for it.
But you're entirely different if you're like, okay, so we think you're entertaining, we want to follow you around and make a TV show, which is what they've normally done. But just repackaging her, crashing in cars and getting banned from Twitch. Okay. Remember that Disney and everything wanted to be taken seriously. They wanted, no, we need to make premium quality entertainment, like movies on our streaming service. And now they're like, we'll just repackage Twitch streamers.
If you're gonna do that, you should do that with Kai Cenat, or like.
Oh God, no!
I'm not saying like it's a good thing. I'm just saying it's a more. They're more popular.
I think we should probably target a person who has an IQ over 85.
Okay.
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 Let me think about that.
This is the video.
Struggle, but at least,
can you share it?
I think that's at least the floor of like
what do you need me to share?
Clinical.
There.
Actual medical problems.
Oh, thank you for violating my ears.
Okay.
First thing I hear is that squeakiness. Thanks.
Sorry.
For that.
It's such an annoying voice too.
You are not sorry. You wanted me to suffer. No, I'm kidding. Here she is. This is what she sounds like, guys.
So, Sire, I'm visiting from America, and I've never had nanos before, and I've heard some great things, like to get the medium quarter pound or something, and I wanted to, document my amazing experience here at Nando's.
Yes, or be quiet. This is restaurant.
That's just rude. Be quiet.
Can you imagine hearing a girl like that in your restaurant? Like, I'd slap her. Okay,
yeah.
But her entire everything she's just said is a lie. The entire way she speaks is a lie. Please, sir, I just wanted to, in your incredible restaurant. Like, it's all put on. She doesn't talk like that at all. She just talks normally when she's off camera.
Out of all, vloggers, especially if you want to go with specifically Disney vloggers, there are so many better, well-polished, actual good content people out there that Disney could have brought on that has a personality that, I don't know if they're like, oh, kids are like this because she talks like this. But, I mean, they have Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse for that. What do you need a human doing it? Like, it's
There with that.
I know he's like, just get
it's
out.
not allowed.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to go and eat, you can go and eat, but take a camera. No, it's not allowed.
Okay, no problem. I will go somewhere else.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I would respect if she actually sounded like that. That's a way more normal voice.
Yeah, she went normal. She was like, oh, they're not feeling it. It's not going to work. That's just...
and she sounds cuter that way, too.
Just a regular voice, yeah.
That's
like Ariana Grande doing the Cat Valentine thing. Her regular voice probably sounds better than that voice she had to put on for the Victoria show.
Well, it's a very, like, infantile voice, and you're targeting a specific audience, which is kind of gross.
Yeah. Yeah,
Did
no,
you
I
see
agree
the
with that.
Streamer University with the woman that kept putting on the anime voice?
No.
I'll see if I can
Oh.
find
I love
the
how
clip.
this
I don't know
turns-
what her name was.
I love how when
yeah.
this hears like something like this, it turns into like girls' night, and it actually like
Streaming
stop
critique
it.
time.
No, what TV do
Oh,
you have?
just for you don't like the sound of that. Okay. I feel gross even just talking like that.
That's funny.
I'm
but no,
so
this
sorry.
brew always has the tea, and me and Extra are like, no, what?
No
What do you-
way.
I found clips, but there's one specifically that I'm trying to find where two girls try and have an uwu
One
off.
cup.
An
And it's-
uwu off?
Yeah.
Well, they should know that they can't touch. Like you are the
Ooh.
uwu king. I mean, it's
Oh
in
god,
your
I
name.
found it. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
This is like, there was one of the girls just does this all the time,
He could.
and then she game up with someone else, and they just start doing it, and one of them gets embarrassed. Like, she actually has a sense of shame.
Oh, good. That
Whoa, that was loud.
was really loud, but
Why do I have to be the evil one? That's not true, because I'm actually way cuter than you. Really? I think I'm more kawaii desu than you are. Well, that's the thing. You think, but you don't know, Baka. Yeah, how about you use your headphones in your damn life, damn idiot? That's why somebody tells me, and he didn't choose you. Because I have the better uwu. Oh, actually, he was in my bed last night, and I actually have the better uwu. You know why he was in your bed last night? Because he actually felt bad for you, because you're a charity case. He thinks you're disabled, which you are. Guess who he actually is dating? Me. And guess what? I don't see you as a threat, so why the hell would I give a damn baka about it?
Yeah.
oh,
I actually
That
lost
was
brain cells
frightening.
there.
I feel like I'm watching an anime.
Well, that's what she's trying to imitate.
But that shouldn't be real life, though. That's the crazy part.
Well, that's her stream character. But throughout the entire stream university, she came up and she kept doing it with other people, like random, and they'd just be walking around the place, and she'd come up with that voice, and it just
No.
creeped people out. So there's this one where she meets.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, so this guy is just walking around. This is his stream, and she walks up, and she seemed to like be trying to poach, like people that had more views than her tried to poach their stream.
You were doing, I was going to the dining hall and I was gonna eat a bento box and I was wondering if you wanted to share one with me. Blushes and wiggles my little tail.
What's going on? Yeah,
Like, he has no idea what's going on. He doesn't know her anywhere.
He's
And
trying like,
this
is
girl
she,
comes
like,
up to me and starts talking about
mentally
a tail.
disabled, right? Like he looks like he's contemplating, like, how do I
Yes.
handle this?
She's mentally disabled.
Oh, for sure.
food's there, in there for sure.
Well, I have a mouth that needs to be fed and fed by you, senpai.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I think I heard Jason's over there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
guy that way.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Did you notice that, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
There too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. See, yeah.
there's something so
10
wrong
a.m.
about that. No, that is really weird and really creepy.
What the fuck was that about?
Ian says wiggles my tail.
Yes.
Just a little.
Oh no.
No one should grab their tit like that in public either. That's besides her, whatever that act was.
That was someone desperate to get famous. That's what
Yeah.
that
That's
was.
not even cute.
I'm
Like,
sorry you guys had to be exposed to that, chat.
like, can we go to like schoolgirl cute again? Like that's like a lot more tolerable.
She made, I can't remember who was running it, but she made the guy jump out a window to get away from her. She kept harassing
I
him.
would too.
There was this
Like-
thing before where she was like in his room, and he just creeping him out because she's basically like throwing herself at every kind of man.
Okay, Disbrew question. What would you rather deal with, this chick or Karen?
Oh well, she's putting it on. Like that's just an act for the camera. Whereas a Karen is
hope.
like that all the time.
We hope. What
Well,
if
that
she's
would-
like that all the time?
Well, she turns it on and off even on the stream, but that is just her because she's like, how can I stand out from other people, and what do guys like? What's an easy way of getting men into the stream? That's all that is. It's purely done out of self-interest. Whereas a Karen is just like genuinely evil, just constantly.
Genuinely.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
she someone that needs to sit down, read the Odyssey and work out what happens to those people. That's the only thing that needs to be happen there. But she is more just, like I say, it's pure self-interest. This is why the other girl tried it, and then the end of the previous clip that went on for too long is She's like, no, I'm embarrassed. I can't do it. I can't do it. Not in public. I can't do it. It's like, oh, so you do
Yeah.
have a sense of shame.
Yeah, there is such a thing as too far with stuff like that. Hey, those girls have a really great future in voice acting in animation
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I agree with that.
if they want to.
Yeah,
I think they do very well. But will they? You could make pretty good money being a streamer, unfortunately, having a persona like that. That was more genuine than Extra Emily. Or seemed more genuine.
maybe. Maybe.
No, it is, but only because it's so obviously fake. Whereas Extra Emily is pretending that it's real. So these, at least the anime character, it's a bit like a magician. It goes, I'm going to lie to you. You obviously know he's not pulling a rabbit out of a hat.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, they're telling you that I'm going to lie to you. Whereas Extra Emily pretends that that's the way she is, which is way worse in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a couple supers. We have some kicks over on Kick. Thank you guys. Wes, thank you for the 500 kicks. Hey, Wicked, would you say it's worth watching Spider-Man Brand New Day in Screen X format? It was filmed with that format in mind, or so they say. Is Screen X like that, like panoramic thing?
It's like a tunnel almost. So yeah,
Okay.
it's down the sides. So it's not like clear, but it almost feels like you're immersed in like sort of like meta goggles.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've never seen anything in that format. I would say
It's
this would
really
be pretty
cool.
This would be really cool if you could. Yeah, I want to go see it. We're gonna get to the review like a little bit later. But I would like to go see this in IMAX again. So, but yeah, if
There's
you
no
could see it in that-
IMAX, I thought.
No,
All the
there's not. But they might. Like once Odyssey's out, maybe it'll be
In
available in
September?
IMAX. Oh, it's in September that Odyssey is there. Oh, okay. Then yeah, it's not going to be an IMAX, unfortunately, unless they do some kind of like re-release before Doomsday or something for like a week.
I mean, it depends on the theater, but like at least from my understanding, there's some theaters that are booked till September. So
Okay.
if they're fully booked, and sure, great, good for Odyssey, but I really would like to see this movie in IMAX
Yeah.
specifically, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, that's unfortunate. I'll probably go see it again. I have a few friends that want to see it again as well because it was good. I really enjoyed it, but we'll get into that later. Captain JP, thank you for becoming a new member, and also thank you for the 2. X-Ray was Gary and Jeremy Tax. Aw.
Both.
Wolf de Mexico, thank you for the $4.99. I love that in the same year Obsession has come out. We have Jean Grey doing something more vile and cruel to Peter and MJ without consequence.
Yeah.
This is quite the year for movies. I know that's not what you mean, but I just like Obsession reminded me how well Obsession's done, and then we had Backrooms and Spider-Man. Like this is probably the best year that we've had for movies in since before 2020. I want to say.
But it's a
amount.
moving needle though. Like at least she's not like Wanda. She is not the protagonist that they're trying to make into like, oh my god, she's amazing, she's a hero, even though she enslaved a whole town.
Well, that's exactly what it's. I mean, we can't get because we're not doing the spoilers, so we can't talk about it. So
yeah, not yet. We will spoil, but we'll save it for the end. So anyone that doesn't, and we'll give you. Don't worry, we'll give you guys proper notice before we start talking about Spider-Man. We'll do like a spoiler-free talk, and then we'll let you know where we're jumping into spoilers. Hertz, thank you for the 10 jewels, the gold coin, and Mongoose gifted a membership. Thank you so much. And the Jabroni Big Time with 550 jewels. Stay hydrated. Thank you. And really big for 250 with the 250 jewels, Laughing Disco. I feel bad. Some people don't get it. Vera starts raging when the show is on my channel because she doesn't have jewels. She's like, I want the jewels. And I can't, it's weird though. I can't super chat certain channels. Or not super chat, sorry, I do super stickers for some channels, and it's like just me. Other people can do super stickers for that channel. Like YouTube's wonky right now because of the jewel thing. Like it's weird.
Oh, I have no idea.
It's weird. Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. Don't even know what to super chat this panel of. Did you just call us that, Ian? Sorry, chat. Didn't realize we were live.
One.
I know there's only one.
The DIQs.
The DIQs. It sounds like a band.
Hey,
we're the DIQs.
If we had to play an instrument, who do you think each of us would?
I'll take drums.
I want to play the triangle or the xylophone.
And Disparu can play the harmonica.
That's true.
He's like, thank you. Callum, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Disparu, how old are you? My missus said you are around 35, 36, and I generally thought you were mid-20s when I started watching you. Hashtag no homo. He just turned 15. I'm just kidding.
39. I had
Can
to
you
work it
imagine?
out.
He's like,
With the way he drinks whiskey at 15.
Well, he's in the UK, so it's like they come out of the womb ready with
It's
the
true.
whiskey.
Yeah,
so
we're always hanging around on like walls and stuff.
They don't even bother taking breast milk. It's just they put a little nipple on the whiskey bottle and say go.
Well, I did have tea in my bottle as a baby. That is a true thing.
That's so
That's
British.
so British.
Well,
so British.
it's because my mom didn't like tea or coffee, and there is a thing in this where if you go into like an interview or anything, they'd be like, "Do you want tea? No. Do you want coffee? No." What do you drink then? It's like a weird attitude that you don't like either. So she was like, "I'm going to make sure these people like tea." So she put it in a bottle
That is
so that
so
we always
funny.
drank
My
it.
children will
No
like
wonder
the
Disparu
British
likes
drink.
likes caffeine so much. Full Metal, thank you for the 2. How much money to put Disparu on Disney Plus? I would love to see just like what he already does.
Can you imagine
reacting
if
to
they
other Disney
re-edited?
Plus
Can you
stuff?
Yeah, exactly. If they re-edited my videos,
It would just be like
MILF manner.
it'd be cut completely, just him breathing and waving his arms because they have to cut everything out.
it's just like they show She-Hulk and then the dark side. It's like, here's the audio commentary.
Monkey, thank you for the 10 jewels. The happy poop. I appreciate it. As long as it's a happy poop.
Just don't throw it, okay?
yes, please don't.
As opposed to a miserable one.
There are miserable poops. Have you ever heard of Ring of Fire?
What?
This just sounds like a Rings of Power joke.
No, it's a real thing. So if you have spicy food, it can come out spicy.
Oh yeah, but I thought I was trying to guess where
miserable
the miserable
poop.
came from.
Well, speaking of miserable, have you guys seen this story? I didn't believe it. Like I did, but I didn't. You can only kill men in
I've
the new
seen this.
Halo game.
Oh, yes. Mahler showed this live. It's quite funny. So yeah, you can try to shoot as many times as you want. None of the women you can kill. But if you alert the guards, they can kill the women.
So the guy that made this video is progressive, and he got really angry that people were coming out to say that Halo might possibly be treating men and women differently. Because as a progressive, it's horrific. It's like, my video's been taken, it's been used to get my consent to push an agenda. I was just having fun. And he actually said in the video that that it was only the heads. So he thought it was a hitbox issue, but for the women. So if you shot them in the body, they died, which is probably how they died when the enemy shot them. They probably didn't shoot them in the face.
That is so stupid. Like he actually even had to like say anything. It's like, just be happy that you got some traction. You probably got some subs from it. Just stop crying.
Oh.
Yes, it was literally the wrong people have liked my tweet. Is essentially his entire video.
Same song and dance these weirdos do all the time. Like, I want money and attention, but not from you people. You bigots.
You guys are the worst.
It was like, I just posted this as a funny video, but it's been taken out of context and used for a purpose that I didn't agree with.
I don't live stream for the chuds. It
makes me not play Halo. Realistically, I've heard there's a lot of bugs too and whatnot, and it just makes the old Halo look good.
It just seems like a downgrade. I even saw like there was a bit where something as simple as when they're on the car and they transition from the chain gun on the back into the driver's seat. In the old game, there was an animation to go round to the front seat. In this, he just teleports. It just seems like a really low
a bunch of stuff. So that's not an upgrade whatsoever.
No, but it's just a very low effort cash grab is the way it looks. For someone that doesn't know much about it, but the clips that people are showing, the way they're talking about it. Speaking of low effort cash grabs,
he's got a tap for everything.
What happens when you're making Rings of Power,
and
then the interviewer decides to ask you about the hunt for Gollum?
Oh God, I thought we were going to talk about Loverboy.
Oh, there is other things, yes, like the love triangle, but this guy I don't know how he's still in a job, but you would imagine this is kind of thing he's made for. You get asked about your competition. What do you say?
This is not the last of Lord of the Rings. The movie, The Hunt for Gollum, obviously coming out. Are you guys sneaking on set, talking to Andy Serkis, trying to find out what's going on over there?
Yeah, I mean, there's space for all these.
He is literally the showrunner. He should be answering this question. Instead, Gandalf just kicks off, starts answering it for him.
I got this.
Well, apparently.
Things. Middle Earth is such an extraordinary place to be for all of us. I think we're all fans, so it's really great, to see things popping up all over the place. We love it.
This is my favorite reaction of him. He's like, "We're all fans. What of Warner Brothers, our competitors' product?"
To be for all of us. I think we're all fans, so it's really great, to see things popping up all over the place. We.
Yeah, there's so much has come out of like this interview. I can't believe they asked them about the competitive stuff. But the showrunner, he should be the one that's prepped for this. Like, you should have an opinion, like already planned in advance of how you're going to deal with things about continuity and all that kind of stuff. And he's just sitting like a sponge.
Did you watch the entire interview? Did he speak afterwards, or are those just like the clips that have come out? Because I wonder if he does
various
speak
clips
whatsoever.
from it. I haven't gone through and clipped it myself, the entire thing yet.
I would hope that he would, but he doesn't look like someone who has a strong opinion about things.
No, I think he's just he's like a corporate creature. I think he will just tell anyone anything, whatever makes you happy, whatever keeps him in a job is exactly what he'll
the
tell
people pleasers, they're the worst.
Yeah.
Those are listen, if you have friends that are people pleasers, sit them down, talk to them, tell them to stop it.
Because that's the way they've always been pitched, that the other guy apparently knows Lord of the Rings, and he's like the corporate guy. Like, he's generally the ones which does a lot of the talking and presenting. They've actually been putting him in interviews separately this time, which is weird. They've never done that before. Never trusted the other guy to speak.
That's funny. But it's also true. I do think that's funny that he just was like, I'm gonna just jump in here. Showrunner doesn't have anything to say. Did you see that Xbox is considering physical disc support for the next console? I don't know how true this is. It could be a rumor, but it says it's not because it values disc retail sales, but because it wants players' existing physical game libraries to remain playable on future hardware. I think that's smart. I don't know if this is true. This is the first I've seen of it. I guess I should just go look on like other people's
Because I was gonna
channels.
say, I don't know anything from Gameverse. If it was an Xbox account, I would maybe believe it.
Yeah.
From
I do like this though, Sony Corsair.
From what I hear though, like the things that I've seen from Xbox, they seem to be gamer positive. So things gamers say they are trying. I don't know if that's going to be successful, but
I think
it'd be the best way to do it. So many things are going discless.
Yeah, I think this would be a great move for them, especially considering that like Sony is like, we're not doing it, and also doubled down and it's just like, yeah, no, we're not. We're getting rid of physical, because then people are going to be like, well, I'm not buying the next PlayStation, and they're going to move over to Xbox because they can, play old games, not just because you can continue to buy physical, which is also good. So I think for lots of reasons, they should go that that route.
But
what do you know something about it, Mo?
On PC, I can play old games from like 2004.
Yeah.
Because they're digital.
But this is for like people that have always had Xbox, you know what I mean? Like, imagine all these like PlayStation people who bought like a bunch of 5 discs with 5 and
but
then
just
like
keep your current console.
Yeah, that's very
you
true.
You don't have to buy the new one to play the old games that already work on the one you've got, because the next console is going to be incredibly expensive if it comes out anywhere near this RAM stuff.
And we're at this age, and I'm talking about like, because kids don't want to buy consoles as much as they used to. Games are generally for like pretty adult people. Like, I find kids only want to play the Switch, that I've experienced.
And Fortnite
and Roblox and
Minecraft. Yeah.
I just think your problem isn't physical. The problem is that you don't trust the company which owns your console. Because no one has a problem with Steam being digital only, because they like Steam and they trust Steam. And when it's on, you see people like PlayStation like, well, it's because they want to shut down used game sales so they can sell you games full price forever. But Steam doesn't do that because it has all the direct publisher sales and everything. So to me, I'm like, if you don't trust the company that owns your console, you should be moving off it anyway, whether it has physical games or not. Shouldn't be like, well, this is the last thing I can have that desperately makes me have some freedom in this closed economy. Just move off the closed economy. I think if anything, it might give people a bit more perspective about the difference between PC and console, which is probably a good thing. Maybe people plan for that rather than, because now for ages been a very small difference between console and PC as it is, and with costs going through the roof on both of them, you're probably going to be better off getting used hardware from a PC perspective and building that than you are whatever the next console costs.
Absolutely. And I mean, the last console I heard of was the PlayStation, and that was like $800-900 Canadian. That's so expensive. You might as well just get a PC.
It's going to be way more.
Well, with the price, and this is pre-RAM up prices.
The Steam thing was, people were thinking maybe it'd be 600, 700. Came out over 1,000 just because of RAM. There was, who was it? I forgot the name. But they do like DIY laptops, and they've had to just increase the price of their laptops by like $500 and $600 just because of the RAM cost. That's the only difference in price.
You're talking about Meta PC, right? It's not DIY. It's a company,
no DIY laptops. I can't remember.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure that you didn't mean that.
I mean, I'm sure Meta PC's prices have gone up too. Everywhere. Everywhere has. There's no way. Like, just to get a video card, if you want to get a video card, it's like 3,000-4,000, like 3,000, I think.
Probably.
Well, the 5090s might be. Yeah.
Are you talking about framework?
Yeah. The framework, what was it? Their 13-inch Pro laptop. Basically, they said when they first launched it that any price that you pay on the site if you pre-order it is what you'll have. And then it was just like, we can't get the RAM at that price. It's physically impossible. We'll go bankrupt selling at that price. So they just had to offer less and say, look, you can take the old deal, or you can cancel and refund or whatever, or we can make you pay for the RAM at the old price for a lower amount of it and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you wanted to stick to the same price, it would be like $600 extra just for the RAM.
I had to do some changes on my PC, and it really hurt. It really hurt.
SSDs, RAM, GPUs, because GPUs use RAM in them as well. All of that's gone through the roof, and hard drives.
Yeah, I haven't bought a new hard drive yet, thank God. And then, well, the CPUs, thank God, aren't too expensive. But I probably should upgrade my RAM, because I got RAM before RAM was better known to have issues if you buy 2 different RAM packs. My computer is functioning so far.
It's not that bookmarks. So it can have issues, but generally what will happen is the faster one just gets downclocked to the lower one. And so, like, if it's stable, it's stable.
Did you guys see this? 2 men have been arrested for stealing RAM from gaming PCs inside esports hotels in China. They stole 16 sticks and sold them for $1,950 in total.
They should have been able to sell it for way more than that.
That's my first thought.
Excuse me? But they sold them at Chinese prices, okay? On Temu.
Yeah, probably.
That's actually incredibly cheap for 16 sticks of unless they're like 2 gig sticks or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I have way too many tabs. That's what I was just like focused on. I'm like, I know I had this somewhere.
There's actually, for a gaming thing, this was worse. An innocent man spent 18 months in prison after police missed an underscore in his Skyrim username.
I saw
they requested
that.
details for Fuss Rodar rather than Fuss 2_ Rodar.
Oh, no.
My question is, did you not check like maybe the IP address or where they played from at the very least? Like, what's the likely chance?
Well, no, I imagine that's what they requested. So they probably went to the customer, the company, with that name and were like, what's his IP? So they got the IP of the wrong guy and then tracked that down to the
18
address.
months. Can you sue for that?
Oh, yeah.
I hope so.
Depending on the country. In the UK, you definitely could for false imprisonment.
Like 18 months is a long time to lose your life. Like,
Nova Scotia.
And falsely be accused of something like this is pretty bad.
Yeah, because I haven't looked at the article in a while, but it was something like, yeah, they couldn't find any evidence of the thing that was going on, and this guy has obviously he had no idea what was happening, and the police just pushed ahead anyway. They're like, no, we're just going to keep you in prison while we investigate.
You seen that story that I put in our chat, which I think this happened a few years ago, and I'm surprised that I haven't heard about it. It's pretty dark. The Rust player that was paralyzed.
No.
You guys, I put it in the
I
chat,
didn't
but
read
it
it.
probably
I
got
didn't read it.
buried.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just seen this and I was like, wow. So a Rust player from Arizona is seeking $176 million after a swatting incident left him paralyzed from the chest down. He says hackers accused him of cheating, stole his personal information, demanded money, and threatened to send police to his home with a fake emergency call. According to the player, he warned local police that it could happen. Less than 2 days later, officers responded to a fake report of a shooting at his house. They found him holding a legally owned handgun and opened fire, leaving him permanently paralyzed. That is insane.
Well,
Like,
this
okay,
is
so-
the intention
so
when they get squatted.
When
This is what they
people
hope
squat,
happen.
which is disgusting. Now, okay, if he's holding a legally owned handgun, I need to know what he was doing. Like, why did he grab it? Maybe
So-
it's not a good idea to grab your
Well,
gun.
Well, so the thing is, I read more into the story. He thought someone like broke in and he got scared and he had it legally. Like I
Oh.
would do the same thing. I'm in Florida. We're allowed to do that, right? So if I think someone broke into my house, I'm be like, hello, like I'm grabbing something. So that's what it was. He was just getting ready to defend himself, and they just like opened fire without. Obviously, when he's seen the
Mhm.
SWAT team, he probably would have. I mean,
Well,
not fired, but they didn't
'cause
give him
you
an
have to-
option.
You have to think of it from the police's perspective as well. They come in like without announcing themselves. They burst through the door because they want to take if it is a genuine case, they want to take him down as fast as possible. So they don't really. Sometimes they might come out and bullhorn to see if you're willing to come out and negotiate. Other times they'll just come through your door.
Well, and it depends on
says
what the call
legal.
is about. Like when Donut
illegal.
Operator, was it Donut? No. Who was it that got swatted recently from Unsubbed? Like they said that someone was like holding their mother hostage with a gun and
That's what
whatnot.
it generally is. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I don't want to. I don't think we should blame police per se because it does sound pretty scary. You
I
don't
do
know
if
when you're
He's
rushing
warned
in.
them. Now
Um,
there is the other issue where police have said before that they do it for your own good as well, because even if it happens a lot, they can actually they still have to turn up, because otherwise someone that wants to attack you could keep phoning until the police get annoyed, don't turn up, and then they actually attack you so that police don't turn up when you were under threat. But I suppose you could also have it where you can't have people phone up with the police and go, yeah, just don't respond because in 2 days you plan to do something. So they're in a bit of a tough spot. But
Yeah, but who's getting sued? Did you read?
It just says that he's seeking it after hundreds. So probably just
it'll be the police. It'll be the state.
the
That
government.
sucks.
Yeah.
Either way, it all sucks. And I mean, his life is ruined.
So
all
here it
because
is.
of a
He's seeking it
hacker
from the
or-
sheriff department because
Good.
he called in and let them know. So, which I get that, right? It's like he's like, hey, listen, some like hackers say they're gonna swat me, so it's like maybe don't swat him. If there's like a thing of a shooting, like just have like some officers look into it
Well,
first before
bullhorn.
just swatting him.
Like,
I
just
mean-
bullhorn outside and be like, look, you need to come out of your house. Give him the opportunity rather than going into the house.
Yeah.
Because it's handled entirely differently over here. I remember there was a British streamer got swatted, and his camera on his computer actually showed his front door, so you saw the guy turn up, and it was just like two guys, no gun, knocked on the door. Hello, sir. We've got reports that you've just killed your entire family and child, and you're about to do it to yourself. Do you mind if we come in and have a look, sir? He's like, no, come in, guys. And then just walk in and just look around his house for a few
Oh,
minutes.
polite and
It's
British,
all
like,
right,
hey,
sir.
we just gotta check on something. Like that's funny.
It was
But
just the way
it's
they
better
announced
than-
it so calmly. We've had reports.
Yeah, it's like swatting is
It's serious
scary
business.
and it's serious because like if
Well,
again if it's like if somebody reports something that's false, if you have a dog and you get swatted, they most of the time, like from what I've heard, they just shoot your dog.
Well, if
Even
the
if
dog's
it-
charging at him,
But
yeah,
even
they
if it,
don't-
no, but even if it hasn't, I've heard stories of a dog just like looking, like laying down, like a little dog or something, just like looking over. Because I mean, anything's gonna react that way when someone knocks like your door down. So even if it just like looks over, they will just light it up. It's like that is terrifying, especially if it's like a false thing.
like, what are you supposed to do when there's an actual victim? You're gonna shoot the victim? That's an idiotic thing to do.
Yeah,
You're
it's
gonna shoot the
crazy.
victim laying on the floor?
And I feel so bad for that guy though, paralyzed for life over just a freaking game.
It's when you don't have the humanizing factor of seeing these people you're doing these evil deeds to, they don't care.
What?
I'm not skipping
Well, it
supers, but Ian's.
It doesn't matter whether they care or not. The guy should be in prison for the rest of his life.
No,
And
absolutely, I agree on this.
Like
They
had the
find
death
who it
penalty.
is.
Like the crime is only a function of not enough punishment. You just keep increasing the punishment until they learn, and you make it more and more public until they learn.
So the thing is, that you should get in trouble for false,
Well,
falsely.
you're supposed to
calling
get
in-
in
Well, you
trouble
want them
for
to.
calling
You
the
should
police
get done for
falsely.
murder. That's all you do. And
Well,
it's what you want
it's
to happen.
attempted murder. And
Well,
when you
I'd charge them
call,
with murder anyway. Like literally, you charge them with the most punishable crime because until they stop, you just keep increasing it. It's like, oh, we can have you with murder. we can
well,
have
you
anything.
get fined for pulling the fire alarm falsely. So, I mean, calling about a fake incident like that should have some sort of equal cost.
Yes, that you should be able to look into people that do that. Because what if there's just some Karen that's like, man, this dude made me mad, so I'm gonna call a SWAT. Like, you shouldn't be able to. First off, you shouldn't be able to just call and have someone swatted for one, because that is so big. It's different. There's a difference between I'd like to report a crime or whatever, and you call the cops. But
Well,
having swatting happening is pretty freaking extreme.
But
No, but
swatting, if swatting is if it's actually an issue of someone having a gun to someone's head, I get that as well. So
Yeah.
it's a complicated issue that's not going to be solved within 3 hours.
There'll obviously be people that phone up and it's a genuine thing they're reporting.
Yeah.
So obviously they do have to respond.
So if you do a false report, there should definitely be consequences, hardcore consequences.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But I just increased punishment for everything. But it is also a
This is
case of
just punish every degenerate. I don't disagree with that though.
No,
it
because
is
if
a
you
case
ever
of
on, you should find out.
Yeah.
like if someone is at high risk of swatting, I don't think it's unreasonable or would really affect anything if you just bullhorned out of the house so they could walk out on their own. That seems to be the easiest way around it. It's safest for everybody.
Yes. Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. In Scotland, if someone breaks in, you beat the crap out of them. And when the police turn up, you say, it's fine. He's my brother. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip, guys. That was just really funny. And I had to pop it up. Yeah. And Mo makes a good point. Swatting also takes up resources that might be needed somewhere else. Yeah.
That's true.
There could be a hostage situation somewhere, something extreme. And because, these hackers are mad about a video game, this guy gets paralyzed and those sources are taken to the wrong
it's your tax dollars too, because if these people are on call, I'm assuming some are, and if this is anything like the hospital, you get paid a premium when you go to work.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get a couple supers and we'll move on. Jason, thank you for the Australian 5. I am very happy The Art of Sarah who won 2 awards at the 5th Blue Dragon Series Awards, including Best Actress for Shin Hae-sun on Friday night. I think I said that right. Oh. Jason, thank you for the 2. Can Dispu do vid showing Anthony Mackie Sir
Regarding
Ian?
Sir Ian, that was a funny video.
Okay, I'm like Reese, what?
He talked about Sir Ian McKellen and his interaction, which is comical.
I have some Doomsday tabs pulled up. I don't know if it would turn into a video or not, but yeah, that was because the thing was,
it's so sad.
It was the way he was like, what do you do in the movie? And he's like, I'm sorry, do you expect Ian McKellen to watch Marvel movies?
Oh my god! You know what it made
especially
me think
yours.
Of?
Nobody watched yours as it was.
You know what it made me think of? In Mean Girls, at the Halloween scene when they're like, "I'm a mouse, duh."
Yeah,
I'm Captain American. America, duh.
Ian McKellen doesn't know who Captain America is. Of course he has no idea.
He's got too
alone
much
the
going
fact that
on.
now there's a black guy standing in front of him. So even if you watch the originals, it's like
he's confused.
What it changed? I don't know.
He doesn't know what's going on.
Because it's like I think in his head, can you imagine? He's like he's black.
Is that allowed
probably.
now? Are we allowed to just do that again?
Oh my gosh. Wolf Day Mexico, thank you for the 199. That's Foid privilege for you. What's that?
I don't know what a foid is.
It's slang for a woman.
Ah,
So,
okay. Oh, the game. Yeah. Okay,
Oh.
got it.
A man would be a moid, yeah.
Oh, I got it. Jason, thank you for another 5. Also, I'm very happy Kim Go Yoon
Go in.
won the Dasang Grand Prize for her performance in You and Everything Else 2025. Thank you.
I feel
That
like
sounds good.
Jason does this on purpose to you.
Probably. He's like, you know what? What can I try and make Wicked say today? Monkey, thank you for the 5. What Asian stereotype do you hear the most? Personally, I get caught a Yamaha surround sound system.
I hate you.
Is this true?
I hate you that I think that's funny.
You don't get that, is true?
No.
He's loading.
No,
It's a-
stereo space type. He's talking about stereo systems.
Yeah, Yamaha
Oh.
stereo system. That went
I-
right
I-
over his head, which had never happened.
I was reading chat. Look, I've got a really distracting tab on my other window as well.
Well, you know what? Pull it up. Share with the class.
You'll understand why I was distracted.
Oh no, is it going to be?
Oh, yeah, I had this.
He
Saw
pulled it up.
that. eBay, send me fetal pigs. I would like to get a payout.
The way my windows were overlapping, all I could see was that. I was like, oh. But yeah, eBay will pay $56 million to a couple that were sent insects, a fetal pig, and bloody pig masks by staff. Why is
Why
eBay
did they do
sending
that?
pigs to people? Well, they apparently had been critical of the marketplace. Look, I have never worked at a job where I cared that much about the company that I would like send pig carcasses.
I've never
to
been that
people.
upset.
No. I've never cared that much about a place of work. It's like, no, I needed to defend their honor, the honor of eBay. Which is-
The honor of eBay.
Yeah, this customer is the worst.
I just hope that they bought the insects and fetal pig off eBay. And
Where
they were
did you
just-
buy
They bought it
it?
from somebody else on eBay.
yeah,
Like-
just redirected it.
And pig masks, were they actual real pigs that were skinned to make a mask, or were they like?
Well, the fetal pig is real. The pig masks, I'm assuming, is fake, given the
I would
picture.
hope.
But
And then
yeah,
like
the
which
rest of them are real.
insects? Because this could get really weird. What if they sent like large centipedes that were real and that got released?
Okay, that was very specific when it went to centipedes.
No, because centipedes have all those legs, and can you imagine them scurrying off? And you're like, "Oh my god, it's in my house! It's gonna kill me!"
I think there's way worse things than do. Like insects don't get scarier by multiple of their legs.
They
That's not how
do.
that works.
They do. Oh,
Nothing-
cockroaches too. If you have a cockroach infestation in your house, it takes forever to get rid of.
We don't have cockroaches over here, so I wouldn't know.
It's too cold
Just in
in the
London.
UK. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're much bigger though in London.
I bet they take over there, I'm sure. I
That
don't know.
For some reason, Dexerto didn't think it was important to include the type of insects, so I can't
Why
find out.
not?
Someone
Ah.
said there were live
They-
cockroaches in the chat. I don't know if that was actually
They
for real.
also they also sent them a funeral wreath and a book on surviving the death of a spouse. They're essentially sending them death threats.
That's
Wow.
mean.
Actually, so cute. Like,
They-
me?
They posted their home address online with public invitations for adult activities.
Oh my gosh.
Adult activities. Get that pineapple out. Put it outside.
eBay executives reportedly also turned up at their home to place trackers on their cars. I have
Okay, that's
never
not
cared this much
little
about a
step too
job.
far. You know, fetal pigs and pig masks, spousal death support.
Someone is just, it's just a place you work, and they're like, yeah, well, I actually don't like this, and you just set about sending them death threats and tracking their car.
I need to know what these people did to get this reputation, to get these sent to them. Like, what kind of care and behavior did you do?
Apparently, the case has been going on for 7 years.
Wow. That's. Yeah, it is like a What?
The couple's lawyer said that the resolution sends a clear message that corporations and their executives cannot engage in this type of misconduct without facing consequences.
I hope so.
Was anyone under the impression that you couldn't just randomly harass customers without consequences?
You can't send pigs and bugs without getting in trouble, guys.
And death threats.
What is
And
this?
death
Lord of the
threats, yeah.
Flies?
Oh boy. I don't know.
I don't know whether you saw this as well. It was like the next stage in the JP
How are you
Morgan
gonna up
banking
that?
disaster. Claims that the boss tried to recruit them for a threesome.
Oh my god.
Oh, this again?
Yeah, it's come back up again.
This was like, yes.
Because the guy keeps suing. I don't know if you've the guy keeps suing them. He keeps losing and he keeps suing them with
He was the
extra
one
details.
that did all like those lies, right? This is the same story where he
Yes.
said that she did all this like insane stuff that we probably can't talk about on stream.
It's because at first everyone believed it, and then they saw her, and then they saw him, and then no one believed it. That is basically the story.
Like,
But he
he's
just
lying.
keeps doubling down, you know?
Yeah.
He's losing his ass. He needs to win it back for the glory of his people.
For the glory. Okay, what else do we have here? We have quite a few things. Did you guys see this? Twitch and Amazon training AI in the chats. So Twitch and Amazon will reportedly use live stream to train AI despite pushback from creators. An announcement is expected to happen soon. And I read that it's even in the terms of service now. So it's like if you don't like it, you could just delete your account.
But what kind of what kind of AI or what do they want to do with the AI? Do you know?
I don't know. There was no
Something that
like
mouth breathes. Like, seriously, what kind of runt of the AI litter are you going to end up training it on Twitch streamers? Like, this is the most big, like, okay, so we're going to train it, it's going to be useful in the workforce, it's going to send people to Mars. This one's going to get kicked out of Nando's.
there you go.
We're gonna get extra Emilys, more of them. Yay!
Yeah, let me look into it a little bit more.
So genuinely the only reason I can think they would do it is if they want to go down the route of making AI streamers.
Yeah.
Because there are some people which actually run AI streamers already on Twitch with AI bots that they interact with. A few of them got banned. There was one that they were doing like a 24/7, I think it was Seinfeld, and then they would respond to chat, and chat would bring up certain topics that you're not allowed to talk about on Twitch, and the bot just go off on them and got banned. So that was a short-lived thing. But yeah, they're obviously going to want to imitate people. Because imagine a 24/7 streamer.
But the hard thing with like an AI is, can an AI really understand and organically react and become a meme or be okay, you know, figuring out memes and stuff like that? Because I think that's something that is really fun with chat and with Twitch, you know, having that moment and then, you know, having the poop emoji. All right, guys, let's throw a bunch of poop farts and whatever. I don't know. I've seen people do that in
I
chat.
can probably master poop jokes, I imagine.
Maybe, yeah, probably, but
It's not the most highbrow of humor.
So
But-
just with a quick search, it says that they want to use it as training data for generative artificial intelligence to fuel platform features, improve advertisement tracking, and feed Amazon's broader AI models.
okay,
to
that's so
generate-
broad still.
I know. It says generating real-time text recaps so viewers joining a broadcast late can catch up.
I mean,
Stream
YouTube does
highlights.
that. Okay, I'm okay with that.
But what else are they gonna do? You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's something else. That's why like creators are pushing back. Because if it was just that, they'd be like, "Oh, so you're helping my streams get better." All right. Campaign assist to monitor live sponsor reads, track tone, and execute chat sentiment analysis for advertisers. There it is.
That sounded severe. You went really Terminate with that one. To track tone and terminate chat.
Yeah. So it's basically to help ads right now. I think.
I would say, yeah.
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 I mean, that's what they say, but it is, once you agree to put your stuff through an AI model, they can use that model for anything. So, yeah, I mean, at the moment, they can say it's for this, but you've already given your consent for AI anyway, so they could use it for anything. This is what actors are worried about. It's like, so I've had my face scanned into your machines for this movie. but you can keep them forever and use them for anything else afterwards.
Yeah.
So the law around all this is really vague.
Yes, and you know what? Real quick, I love how most of the time, the most that we will get from Raider in a super chat is an emoji or a dig at Ian. We just got a whole paragraph.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Centipedes are venomous.
If you want to read it, go ahead, Disprove. Thank you for the 6830, Raider.
Oh, why do you have to disgust me, Raider? The one time you talk.
I'll read it, but it might sound better in a British accent.
Well,
Actually, might not get so grossed out.
No, I'm grossed.
Centipedes are venomous. Millipedes are herbivores. Cockroaches, wood roaches, American roaches are not typically an indicator of filth. German roaches are the ones that indicate filth.
To the oven.
I'm making my own jokes here. An infestation, and you might as well burn the house down.
To the oven. You go, you
Are they
German
actually
roach.
German though? Because we don't have cockroaches in the UK, and Germany has a very similar temperament to us. So I would have thought if they had them, we would have had them.
Well, you guys are a bit landlocked.
Thanks, Raider.
Maybe.
Maybe, but I assume the insects would have, over the millennia, would have moved across.
Wonder if there's
by now.
maybe like a climate thing that's associated with German roaches versus UK.
I mean, I think Europe is slightly warmer than here, but not that much. I wouldn't have thought it'd be that much different.
Isn't the UK like more wet with like rain? I don't know what Germany is like. I've never been.
But Germany just isn't
Neither.
that far, so I can't imagine the weather's that different, temperature-wise.
I think the boys are flirting and
I know.
chatting.
I'm gonna
in.
pull that up in 1 second. Don't worry, guys. I'm not skipping supers. It's
I got
just I wasn't ready for that. But Grabthar, thank you for the 2 random white criminal of the day, Great Icon X.
I've seen compilations of this.
What? I'm looking it up.
Yes.
He's like, yes, do it.
Because you probably won't know what it is, and then the moment you see it, you're like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Documenting white crimes.
Yeah. You want to... Yeah.
Should I pull it up?
Yes.
Am I gonna get in trouble? I'm like, let
No.
me examine first.
Because in America, you publish all this stuff, right? So...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like... it is just white criminal of the day. Every time.
Race white.
Yeah. So what they're doing is they're messing up the crime stats deliberately because
Wow.
they have to hide
Wow.
it is literally that one group doesn't commit much, and so we have to boost them because it makes everyone else look bad.
Just judging by all these photos, these are not white people.
She's like,
No,
she's
obviously.
like, call me crazy, but they're not white.
Yeah. Like in America as well, they actually have white that includes Mexicans for some reason.
Okay, if
and
these
Latinos.
people are white, why are they going to jail then? I heard white people don't go to jail often.
Wow.
Yeah, these are the kind of people that should be making that, what is it, a blood and bone?
This is real? Oh my
We
god, I'm
can
disgusted.
Rehabilitate them.
Thank you, Grabthar, for this random tidbit of information that now I'm sure everyone is going to be paying attention to this account.
I don't even know where I saw this. I saw it like a week ago or something.
Oh my
You
God.
find the most random stuff. Like, Disprue has a tab for everything. And I remember
It
telling
just
people,
appears
like,
in my feed.
it was something like kind of girly, like a girly show or something. And I'm like, I'll ask this brew. And people are like, I'm serious. I'm not joking. I know that we do the whole lesbian thing, that he's a lesbian, but like, I'm really going to ask this brew because if he doesn't know, then it doesn't exist.
Yeah. You know what? We should have a pigeon article written about this Twitter account.
Yeah, that'd be funny. I wonder how they would go about that. Oh my
It should
god.
be
Who
like,
done
why
put-
people committee crime?
Who don't put these as white people?
Oh. Mars, thank you for the 6 really 6-7. Well, thank you for the jewels.
I love it. Okay, when Gary did the 6-7 thing, he was such a boomer because you know how like the kids go like this. He went 6-7.
He made it his own thing. I respect
Yes.
it. He was like, I don't follow trends, all right?
At least he didn't say 76 or something.
He got a lot of things backwards, I'm sure.
Justin Martin, thank you for the 10. What do you call a bunch of men lined up for a haircut? A barbecue.
Oh my god.
Firstly, you should be ashamed of yourself. But secondly, why did you have to put spaces in the word men?
Does YouTube not let you
Yeah.
write men?
It censors men. Maybe if you put white in front of it, it'd be fine.
Then it'd be
Yeah, true.
okay.
Yeah,
Because as
white
long as they
people.
think that you're bashing. Yeah. Andrew, thank you for the £2. This brew could host the Willow 2 after show. Oh my gosh. Could you? That would be absolute cinema. I would watch Willow just to see the after show
All
of
I'm
this
saying-
brew.
Imagine how I'm sure there's an episode of Willow in whatever money they wasted on extra Emily. Like if Disney is now throwing money away on Twitch streamers, we could have had Willow season 2. Definitely would have got more views.
What? Okay, you know what? There's a bunch of people in like India and I'm sure Africa that do clips already for me, like pennies. Could hire them easily to make this show, but you know they're gonna hire expensive people, and the show's probably not gonna make a lot of money. I will
Gonna
for
make
fun
nothing.
when this comes out. I want to watch one episode just to see what this narrative they're gonna put on her.
No one cares about extra Emily. Like she's not a big name. The only thing she's known for is driving badly, going through
Not
red
helping
lights, and just like getting banned for it and with a fake voice. Like
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I've seen it on a. She's like, I would turn the camera around. She turns the camera around, immediately goes through a red light. She
I
filmed
remember
it.
that. I remember. Oh, she went. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, she's like, normally it's fine, it's okay.
ADs, thank you for the 2. Is this brew going to Vegas again this year?
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. And Duke Devil 95, thank you for the 5.
up,
I know
Duke?
Extra Girl, who I owe 2 drinks, will be in Vegas. I figured this brew will be there because it looks like he needs a haircut by Melissa. And is Wicked going? Yes.
My hair will be shaved before I go. I meant to
Yeah.
do it a month ago, and I've just not done it. So here we
What
are.
a procrastinator.
Yeah.
I love it.
He's like,
When
I'm
you
gonna get it
say
done before.
though, what do you
But-
mean?
Like-
Right close?
Not close.
Oh, okay.
It'll be clippers, but like
Oh,
long.
okay. I
Oh.
really was hoping to see bald sprue.
No, that'll
No.
happen naturally in a few more years.
I'm sporting the American look, the bald eagle.
But yes, Duke, I will be there as well. This is my first time going to Vegas.
I'm so excited for
The
seeing
biggest-
Wicked Virtue.
The deciding factor was that I really miss X-Ray Girl, and I was like, I'm just gonna go. And I randomly met. I'm like, guys, I'm coming, and she was like, really?
All
It was very
and you're
random.
coming to this, and you're coming to this, and you're coming to this.
Just gonna grab my arm and be like, come on, we're doing all the things.
Yeah.
Um,
Between you and Kara, I got my harem of little women.
She collects us like trading cards. We're her Pokemon. So
It's gonna
here's
be X-Ray and the 7 Dwarfs.
hey,
Weird,
it's okay. I'll be dopey.
weird.
I'll be dopey. It's okay. So
Kara's definitely Doc, by the way.
yeah, you know what? Yeah, I could see that. So Disparu puts the strangest things in our group chat. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I was waiting for them to read it. He's on the
like,
prison.
I think I posted it with something like she's gonna be the only person with a Zimmer frame and lingerie in the same photo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Can you imagine
she
what she'd
hot
be
at
doing
least?
tricks by?
Like hot
Well,
for an
it's-
85-year-old?
Well, I mean, she's had surgery,
She
and that's
looks
clearly
60,
a filter.
60 in this picture. Yeah, true.
Yeah, but can you imagine how awful you'd have to look 85? Like,
no,
this is why
only Grant.
people hit a certain age, and then it's like you can't really look much older than that age. It's
Oh,
like when people are
Kat.
like 120, where you look good for over 100.
Guys,
What if she's just like knitting? What if it's not what we think, and she's just like teaching people how to knit and like cook?
Sure.
And stuff?
Then why is she
Sure.
going on there?
Because she wants the shock
Wait,
factor. I don't know.
wait,
It's probably not
I
that,
want-
but I'm just saying that would be a great
Shock
role.
factor with her customers. The last thing they need is a shock.
Well,
Should we
she
give her a
might
heart attack?
die on stream. Okay, she's over 80. That's
I'm
the
more worried about her
average age.
customers. The only people interested in her is going to be of a similar decrepit age.
Well, you don't know, just but there's some weird people out there with some interesting fetishes.
Sorry, the chat is going
It's
off.
not even gilf, guys. She could be a gilf. Great grandma.
I just like behind the scenes glimpses. I think that's where she's hidden in the actual. Oh, well, you know what? Because daily life, no one cares about your daily life. You are just not an interesting person. There's literally you can't even move around fast enough at 85 to have an interesting daily life.
Oh my god!
And now
She'll
I'm gonna
knit her
watch
underwear.
Antiques in the Attic.
Listen, some people are into that stuff, all right? I'm just saying.
Yes,
Just
you're
saying.
probably other 85-year-olds, but they don't want to pay for it on this as a subscription service. But it's like engaging with fans in a more meaningful way. I'm going to show
Guys,
my minge.
sorry, my teeth fell out. I don't know what. She's like
Look,
pretending
I
to
mean,
go
it's-
down on a
It has its advantages.
It makes me think- remember Mrs. Doubtfire when he's got the fake teeth in and they fall in like the cup. That's just like that's funny. But if this happens, all right, I'm gonna take this off the screen now.
Like, if this was to be a parody, this would be hilarious. But I don't think so.
No, it's not a parrot. No, she's just seen other people make a load of money. I can make money doing this.
Guys, I'm gonna open up OF and I'm gonna make a parody of Donna Mills. I'm gonna call it the Only Gilf.
And she's gonna knit.
I'm gonna knit underwear and literally put a string for the G string.
No, you're making it so much worse. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh my god, monkey. Oh yeah, I'll give cucumbers a gumming.
So there was this though, which also went up at a similar time.
Of course, he has something.
That scientists started a safer word
I was looking for this. I'm so glad you
called
found it.
Only Moms that will feature chunky
Cute.
marmots after research funding dried up.
I love how they have to be chunky.
Yes.
Only the
That's-
chunky ones.
only
You're too
the
skinny.
curvy
You can't
ones.
do it. Only the ones
That is a
with the
great
thick
way because,
ones.
like, realistically, OnlyFans was supposed to be set up kind of like a Patreon, and it kind of got co-opted into a corn site, and the popularity really skyrocketed with COVID. I think if like COVID didn't happen, it might not have been as well known.
Oh, I think it would have gone off anyway. The issue that they had, and it's the same with any site that does it, Twitch is having the same kind of thing. The moment you allow adult content on your site, it's just an adult site. No one else will go there because they will have it gets that reputation. And then you have other issues with like the payment process and everything. Because if you remember, there was a time where they were going to get rid of it all. They said they were going to remove all adult content from their site, and then I think they realized that all of their business is just that, and they would have killed their entire company. So they had to roll it back. But that was because of the payment processes. They couldn't get people to charge the cards.
Yeah, I don't know. That's I like vaguely remember that. And real quick before we move on to something big, I just wanted to bring this up. I haven't watched the video, but apparently Ariana Grande did like a video kind of like to own the people that comment on her weight. I don't know why, but she looks like just like it's not even like we're judging her to be rude. It's like out of concern. Like I feel like she's just withering away in front of us.
I saw a
but
funny
it's-
meme. I'm gonna try to find it for you.
Yeah, the one with the Sailor Moon one.
Yes.
Yes, I don't. Yeah, hold on. Is it in the comments?
You
No,
look
it's
at her
not.
arms as well, though. Her arms are basically just the bone.
Like her
like-
arms are like smaller than my wrist.
No,
And my wrist I can like
Yeah, there's no muscle on that. That is like you need to eat something because your body is eating itself.
So I'm not sure if this was. Oh, hold on. Before we lose this. Hi Jay, and he's gonna hug you, Disparu.
That sounds like a threat. I will. I have a
will
special
hug
set
you.
of skills.
And it's
I
gonna be
will
I
hug
sent
you.
it in
I will
Saucy.
find you,
Wicked.
and I will hug
Okay,
you.
I got it. But yeah, it's the thing is, I don't know if this is true. I'm pretty sure it is, but from what I've seen, like looking around at articles and whatever, she did this music video or something to like kind of because people commented on her weight at one point, like that she needed to lose weight. And then, you know what I mean? So it's like she obviously took, like, don't listen to trolls first off. Like, come on, she should know that.
Just do whatever you want.
Do what you want. But this is just like if she was overly obese. This is just like the whole opposite of that. She looks really, it's like she's gotten worse because there was a period where we're like, oh, she looks like after Wicked was done, she was getting better. And then
I think
now,
that's just she changed her makeup though and probably covered up her chest.
Yeah.
So you couldn't really see.
She doesn't even have breasts anymore. That's how skinny you are. When your fat is so gone from there, you know it's like really bad. And so if you look back at the previous photo from before where you see her arms, it is really, really, really tough as an X-ray tech to see so on your elbow, you have 2 bones on the side here. You can see them so clearly on her arms. Most people, you would never see this at all whatsoever. And, you know, she doesn't have fat and then she has barely any muscles covering it. If she ever got sick, her body could just shut down pretty easily because they're not getting enough nutrients. So feed off your own body. And that would be the scary part with someone that is that small.
But she's always been like this, though. She is the person that was renowned for her entire career of just constantly changing race. Like, she would constantly change color. And people are like, what on earth are you doing?
This was in like 2020, 2021. Like, look at the difference there. She
has breasts.
Well, yeah, but you know the difference.
She's okay.
It's because Ozempic wasn't around. Like, that's why. Like, there's just been ordinary people, normal people taking it, and that's the result. It's not meant for you. And I think we saw it with Wicked. Someone, like, she'll come along and she'll probably, no, it's amazing, look, it really helps you. And then you have other people in the cast who's like, oh, well, I'll try it then because you got recommended by a friend. And then it goes through the entire cast. And she's not the only one in Hollywood that's doing this. And
Ozempic is a little too easy to get, and it's supposed to not be an over-the-counter drug. It seems pretty over-the-counter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And it has huge side effects anyway. So it should actually be really controlled for people who, you know, if you don't take this, you will have a heart attack kind of people.
Like, there's a lot of, like, weight loss in general, like, when you don't have enough calories, your skin, your hair get the most affected, and your bones too, because then, you know, you're not as heavy as you used to be. But it seems those are the things that are probably the most affected by Ozempic. I saw, like, we've seen a lot of articles about bone loss.
Yes. Yeah.
It's scary because once you break a bone, you're more prone to breaking more bones. And bone health in general for a skinnier person, it's really hard to grow that back. And when you were once a fat person, you probably have the strongest bones of your life. Funnily enough, it's not good for your joints, but it's really good for your long bones to be heavier.
Yeah.
But not too heavy. It's not, we need something in the middle, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Healthy. Just be healthy, right? I'm gonna get a couple supers. We'll just produce away. Logan, thank you for the 5. I may be in the minority here, but I thought Spider-Man Brand New Day was just okay, not great. I would probably give it a 7 out of 10. What would your rating be? Well, we're gonna hop into like actually like reviewing it, but for me, like just like a quick one, I would say I gave it a 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it, but
good for 7 out of 10. That's really good. Now we have the Maulers of the world. If you want, you should watch his thoughts. I think he's probably gonna be doing an EFAP or has done an EFAP. I don't know. He hates it.
That's like the first I've heard that though. Spider-Man. Yeah, that's probably the first I've heard it because even Gary liked it, right? Like I know most people liked it, or you know,
just skimming thoughts it's an entertaining movie that has problems.
Yeah, we'll get into it, guys. Don't worry, we're saving it like for the end of the show. What we're gonna do is we'll do like a quick little talk on like non-spoiler, and then we'll let you guys know that we're hopping into spoilers. So don't worry, we will definitely let you know when we get there. 15 minutes flat. Thank you for the 350 jewels. A finger heart. Although let me see if I can see that. Sometimes when I go over, I know it's been too long. Darn it. And Cyber Miss, thank you for the 550 jewels. Stay hydrated and perfect timing. Extra commercial. Dan Vicious, thank you for the 2 recruiting for Future Crusade. Count you in, Disparu.
You're gonna have to be more specific. Like, where are we going? Because I really don't care about any of the people in the sand countries. They can stay over there.
Wear a cape.
he's like, where are we going? I have questions. Will there be snacks? Will there be whiskey?
No, I don't want to go anywhere. I want them to go. That's
Oh
what I
my
want.
god.
I loved it just as much as I love Disparu. Sure, Jason. Jason, thank you for the 2. Disparu is how do you say that?
Gibraltar?
Gibraltar. Yeah.
Okay, next to be invaded by boats.
I don't think so because it's a distance thing. So naturally they go to the places which are closer. I don't think Spain is. I don't think Gibraltar is.
I'm gonna shorten this and say, yup. Thank you for the 199. Call 911. I have fallen for wicked. Thanks. Oh.
Turns out he's actually stuck on the floor in his kitchen. Is that I could only super chat him to try and get help. It's like, no, I genuinely meant to call 911.
help.
I have
Oh my
fallen, wicked.
and Ian with a 6831, one more than Raider. Calm down, son.
I don't know why you guys do this.
And then Raider with a 6832 says, just catching up for the days I missed. And then Ian for 6833 says, you mean the gays you missed. Thank you, guys.
Wow.
We certainly wouldn't miss any of them.
You
Saucy.
never
Sorry.
miss the gays.
Never missed the gays. And
It's always weird when people start talking about the male gaze in Hollywood, and you're like, I'm gonna need you to be specific.
You're gonna have to be very specific, yes. M Spock, thank you for the 5. I couldn't find anyone to sing with, so I bought a duet yourself kit.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It makes me sad. It's always difficult though when you type that. It's like, should I use which spelling should I use? Should I use the one that spells it out or the actual word?
I love when he has to take a second because he's like, do I hate this, or
He's
is it actually
processing.
like?
Yeah, it's like it's not because I hate all of them, but some of them are clever enough that you're like, I want that to be funny.
You're in the disper queue for realsies.
So this one.
It's like some crimes. The criminal does it in a clever enough or stupid enough way. You want him to succeed.
So this I've seen this before. Just put this in the chat. And I thought it was kind of funny. Pretty. She does some pretty good facial acting here. I don't think I could do it. What's her name again?
I've no idea.
I don't
I
know
just
who
put it
this
in because
is.
I thought it was a good trick.
Yeah, here she's got a good party trick.
She nails it as well.
You got any facelift?
Mhm.
Can you show it to me?
You're never going to be able to unsee this.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, how do you do it?
First is Botox. Then is a nose job. Then is lips.
Oh my gosh, she looks like Nicole Kidman.
Every older woman in Hollywood. That is the.
She does look like Nicole Kidman there.
I don't know how she managed to get her cheekbones to pop out so much.
I know.
My face doesn't do that. Oh my god, she looks like Nicole Kidman almost 1-to-1. Holy crap.
I can't do it.
She looks like an entirely different person from the start of the clip. If you go back to the
Go
start.
back.
Yeah. Watch.
Oh my
And
god, because
then-
she looks actually youthful.
Yeah, it is a bizarre change.
Wow.
Where'd it go? Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, but it's true.
Yeah, that's a good party trick. Maybe now, since she can do this, she'll never get plastic surgery.
Or
makes you
she
look like a
brings this
creepy
video
weirdo.
in and says, "This is what I want."
Yeah,
Please make it look like a
Like
mutant.
this without having how did she get her eyebrows to stick? I don't know how you. Whatever. I'm not even.
Well,
bothered. Some
she
people
it's
have
no
good
because she
facial
doesn't
control.
she doesn't just make them raise. She kind of it's the ends that go up.
It's
with
like
her.
it's this part here, the
Yeah.
angle. Because imagine I got a facelift. That's
Yeah, because the facelift they pull it to your ears.
You look like
so
a
that-
villain, like a Disney villain. Oh, okay. What was? Oh my gosh, this was probably one of the most annoying things that Disparu had to even listen to all year because he does not like when mics peak. Anything
Oh God,
bad
this is the
audio.
rings of power thing.
Yeah, I won't play the whole thing. Don't worry, I'm not going to torture you.
Well, it starts off not too
it's
bad,
immediate-
and then there's
but
just
you hear
huge
something
peaking.
immediately. It sounds like water.
He looks cuter like this.
My name is Jamie Campbell Bauer, and I.
Oh,
is.
It's just constant peaking.
That is
Now this video is official Amazon Prime Video content. Like this is professionally recorded.
We are the cast of Rings of Power. We're at San Diego Comic-Con.
Ugh.
Video. And today we are revealing some of our hottest takes. Well, I've said it already today. It's got to be Rivals. I feel like, yeah, I have my guilty pleasures and I want to...
Sounds like a Call of Duty lobby.
Time.
Oh my god, I'm ready to hear some N-words dropped.
Yeah.
What's up, my beggars?
That would be funny. Someone get these beggars out.
This is really bad.
And then you hear mom in the background. Ah, would you like a sandwich?
That's crazy that it's Prime, that like nobody did a mic check. Like we do mic checks before we start.
Oh, they think it's all part of being Gen Z, I'm sure. Oh, we're trying to be cool and appeal. And this is the problem, is they're trying to appeal to the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
The metal bit is like a bit of a guilty pleasure.
I mean, I love Apple movie.
God, Lobby does sound like gay.
To the bathroom at home, my eyes closed. Like I don't need to open my eyes even. Just the specific route.
Yeah, this is like that TikTok thing where they're like, I have something very important to say because I'm holding the mic like this.
They can properly lav them, like put the lav mic on their lapel, and it would sound significantly better.
Yeah, that was
a choice.
I don't know whether you saw this as well that came out about Rings of Power.
Ooh, Harfoots are finally not in it.
No, Love Triangle confirmed. The Rings of Power remain fully committed to the romantic shipping crap. Speaking to the cast, take this thoughts, because yeah, they'd previously mentioned there's going to be a complicated relationship tangle. Is it going to be a little bit of a love triangle? JD and Patrick offer me yes, and then take a beat and confirm the answer to your question is yes, absolutely. And yes, folks, I literally did say love triangle. They're so enthusiastic. Like, obviously, it's going to be a love triangle. It has to be.
This is a bastardization. Everything Galadriel has done and is doing, like from what we've even seen in the trailer, is like she would never. She's supposed to have, a child, a husband,
with
not
him.
hang out with orcs. What the heck?
Yeah,
why
the
would
orcs
she
thing
be
is...
like this love triangle isn't even like she's being seduced by the ring's power that she doesn't know exists and then finds out the ring exists. I think that would have been cooler in a sense than, it's hot boy summer. Let's have all the boys come out and vie for my attention.
This is just a product of not knowing your target audience. And so they're writing it for the same... They're essentially doing Bridget Jones's Diary, but in Rings of Power.
The wrong genre. Like, you're not supposed to be doing a love triangle like this. Not with these three people.
It's like there was another one. I don't know whether I can find it, but it was... I think it was from that previous video that they'd done a photo shoot. And so it was Sauron and Celeborn actors. And they were like... What was it? Sometimes the other woman isn't always a woman. And it's like, yes, a love triangle can mean more than just both of them are after Galadriel.
I don't know about it. So I'm just...
No. No.
A triangle connects in multiple ways.
Can we bring back the cockroaches? Fetal pigs.
Raider, explain more stuff to us, please.
The best love triangle I could even think of, it wasn't even a love triangle because it was Aragorn when he had met an Eomer, like kind of fell for Aragorn. That's as close to a love triangle we should ever get in Rings of Power, right?
This is their audience. This is
God.
Galadriel. I mean, they're married. You don't have to give them a name. They're already married. Sometimes the side chick isn't even the side chick.
Are elves in open relationships? Is this a thing? Were we making this a thing?
No.
Oh, it's Eowyn. Sorry. The names are so similar. I apologize. Eowyn.
I'm just wondering if the Balrog's gonna get in on this sort of hot romantasy
love
action.
Square. And then it's going to be a circle because there's so many people in this love, whatever this is, that's actually the ring of power we're talking about.
And they just make fire jokes about how one of them's so hot.
You know, the Simon Pegg is the Balrog for a reason because he's going to peg everyone.
There was this, though, which is interesting about the trailer. So the current trailer for season 3 on the Amazon Prime Video account has under 1 million views. Whereas if you look at season 2, it was like 17 million. And season 2 trailer got 10 million in 4 days. Season 3 got 1 million in 6. So it's running at like 10% of the views for the trailer.
I find a lot of people did not talk about the Rings of Power unless you were one of the kind of like channels that were into fantasy. Like it barely made a blip on Twitter. I think there were some talks about the certain characters. The Harfoots probably were the biggest news that I saw, and the Lover Boy. Other than that, barely made a blip.
Yeah, it's actually, and there was actually multiple season 2 trailers that all hit over 20 million. So the drop off for season 3, which considering this is meant to be their new reboot, we're refreshing everything. We're going to get loads of new people back because you don't have to watch season 1 and 2.
Hundreds of millions, guys. Hundreds of millions.
I'm shocked that they've made it to season 3. They just like don't want to admit that it's trash.
Well, so when Stargate got cancelled, it came out that for a TV show to be made by Amazon, you need someone in the company to like guide you through the corporate structure. So you need someone high up to really like it. Well, in Rings of Power's case, it's Jeff Bezos. So, you know, if he's willing to send rockets into space just because he doesn't want Elon to be the only billionaire that does, I can't see him letting this go just for his ego. Especially now Warner Brothers is making competing products. If they want to be taken seriously as the entertainment product, they probably want to keep their bigger IPs going. Because you have to remember, they can't even make, like, Lara Croft work. James Bond. They can't get that movie out. Like, so this is one of the few things they're actually making.
Yeah. Well, I just saw this. I thought we could talk about it real quick since we're talking about just randomness right now. This was the casting for Tangled. I don't think it looks that bad, honestly. Like, and people were saying they were shocked that they cast 2 like white people in the role.
Well, yeah, because hadn't they originally cast someone else, or at least it was rumored, and then there was uproar, and then this casting got announced.
I think what it was that there was like I don't think Disney actually said this because why would they say this? Because then whoever they cast is like put down, right? That whole thing where they're like, oh, we don't want someone who's like really good looking. I don't think they would say that. So I think that was just a rumor and that was going around that they wanted someone who was just like, I guess mid technically, but I think she looks good as Rapunzel and he's definitely a good Flynn Rider. So I don't want like, it's cool that they're casting, you know, someone that looks like the characters, right? But I'm sick to death of the live action. I still don't know why we got a Moana live action like 10 years, like I guess it was 10 years after, because I think Moana was 2016 that came out, and then it was 2026 this year that they
absolutely
live action
bombed.
And it bombed, yeah.
Now, the interesting thing about that, though, was the reviews all basically said it's a 1-to-1 remake. Now, if you're going to do a live action, that's what I would want. I would want a 1-to-1 adaptation of the animation. I don't know why you'd change the movie just because you're doing it in live action.
Yeah.
But I think it was their way of going, like, can we please just have a new movie? Like, I think there's more like, we don't want an adaptation at all. I just want a new movie. Stop just remaking everything just because you got a slightly new medium.
We know they do some of the old ones because they're trying to keep the rights to it or whatever that is, but like that definitely wasn't the case for Moana. That's why I'm confused that they did that one so fast. And before Frozen, you would have thought they'd do Frozen first.
It's because it works sometimes. So there was that, How to Train Your Dragon. I think that was a hit. So they're probably a bit confused themselves. Like, why did you all kick off about Moana that you don't want a live action, but you wanted How to Train Your Dragon, which was also a 1-to-1 adaptation, largely. Didn't change that much. So
but How to Train Your Dragon was DreamWorks.
Well, yeah, but you know,
but still,
an adaptation is an adaptation.
Yeah.
It's like it it is a bit random, the ones that are hits and the ones that aren't, and the complaints. Because the complaints about Moana was just, why is it 1-to-1? But yeah, that flopped, so you're not supposed to do it, but How to Train Your Dragon worked.
The other thing with 1-to-1 Moana is because the story didn't evolve or change, and it actually was a downgrade to do it live action. Like, there was nothing extra. I would rather watch the animation versus the live action. So
yeah,
it was just trying to find something to complain about. It was a bad movie overall, regardless. It was like, why bother doing this? I'll watch the old one.
certain ones like Moana was so bright and colorful, and they,
the was so good, and the music and all that. On Twitter, you can go and see the one to like when they put the song that The Rock sings, animation versus him. He doesn't do much.
Yeah, because he can't be so animated and hop around and do magical things without adding a ton of CGI.
See, so I watched a video review of it, and her argument was, I can't remember which channel it was, but her argument was essentially the animation, because it dances around and flashes around and everything, it keeps people occupied with busy lights and stops them thinking about the movie. And the movie is bad. Like, the story is bad. It doesn't make any sense. And so, and so when you are confronted with it in live action and you don't have any of the fancy stuff just keeping you busy, you're left with nothing but the actual movie itself, and you just suddenly realize this movie is awful. And that's what people actually didn't like. That was her theory.
I don't remember Moana very much. I just remember the song, What Can I Say Except You're Welcome? And, like, I forgot what even happened. I know a lot of kids liked it. That's it.
Yeah, kids loved it. I thought it was a cute story. The second one was all right. Like, compared to some of the other Disney sequels, it was fine. It didn't really need it because it was a nice, like, uplifting story that it was told that she wanted to get off her island, travel. She had to save people, whatever. And it was done. So the second one didn't really feel needed, but it wasn't the worst.
Yeah. And then Moana came out less than 10 years before this, right?
Yeah, it was 2016.
Yeah, I think it was 10,
yeah.
exactly.
So it's almost too soon. Whereas a lot of the live actions we've seen has had, I don't know, 15 years in between. I'm not sure about How to Train Your Dragon because I feel like that came out in my early 20s. So that's definitely over a decade.
Yeah. That's why I was kind of surprised that they did that.
2010.
Yeah. So they did change it a little bit, but it was actually really well done. Like, I quite enjoyed How to Train Your Dragon. It was cool to see the dragons animated and how they interacted with it. So
I need to see that still. I think it's actually on Netflix or something. I gotta watch it. I want to see that. I heard it was good.
I hadn't seen either version. I watched the live action first, then I watched the animation afterwards, and I preferred the live action. I would generally prefer live action versions of things than animation. But this entire thing, I don't know why they keep choosing animated movies that still require tons of CGI and stuff, which has always been weird to me. Is there any point in doing a live action if 70% of it is CGI anyway? Seems bizarre.
That's why The Lion King and Cats, one of the worst live action to ever exist.
I've never seen Cats, but
me neither. But
everyone brings it up as a disaster.
It's scary. It's pretty scary.
James Corbin as a cat. I'm so glad he's not in the States.
Not something that needs to be seen.
What was the Ricky Gervais jokes about him? It was not the first time he's been on screen as a fat pussy.
Dang. Just Drew's like, I can say this one. I'm just going for it.
But there was another one. I can't remember. It's the woman that played Q. For Bria's Brosnan.
Oh.
Was it Judi Dench? Is that her?
She played a cat.
Yeah, and it was something like it was the sight no one wanted to see. Dame Judi Dench sitting there licking her own minge.
Okay, can we get Donna Miller as a cat now since she's venturing off in her? I think it's time.
Taylor Swift was in it?
What? Yeah, Taylor Swift. What you're talking about. She was in it, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the shot from him.
Yeah. What? That was her single days, okay?
One of
Got
them.
a
'cause she's
2.8 out of 10 on
quite a few
IMDb.
It was rated badly, and I look, Cats is meant to be kind of silly, like humans playing these cats, and it's supposed to be a stage play, and you just you're supposed to like.
Oh.
You're actually watching it. You're supposed to not think of it like
we're
that.
talking
Oh,
about
no.
bad jokes. The critical consensus, despite its formidable cast,
Oh god.
it actually disgusted me live. Like, actually repulsed me.
Well, before we hop into talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day, I'm going to get the supers so that we can focus, because this will probably be a lot. What we're going to do is we're going to do a spoiler-free review, and then we will let you guys know before we get into spoiler territory. So, yes. Ved, thank you for the 50 Norwegian krone.
Krona.
Krona? Oh, sorry. I always
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
I
all
always
good,
say
all good.
krone. What do you get if you toss minced meat on the floor? Ground beef.
I was watching Disproof's face. There was
Waiting for
I don't know
his
why.
reaction.
I don't know why this like occurred and why it's not happening. How did I end up in this scenario?
Oh no. Doom Guy for 2, Donna Mills, Granny Poonani.
Punani.
No. Monkey for 2. I'm looking for that Granny Ew, Granny Gun. Come on.
I said there were some advantages to a teeth being pulled out.
No. Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. Wicked and X-Ray live airplane flights apart, but will join hands and dance in circles when they meet up. Me and Disparu exist hours away from each other and dread the idea that we could awkwardly bump
Yes.
into each other.
This is the thing. It's like 4 hours away and it'd be in Scotland or something
But
like
like Ian has also threatened to lick your forehead, so I would be
This
a
is
little
true.
weirded out by that.
It's like a horror flick waiting to happen. Disparu just like down, like looks down a dark alley, and Ian just comes up and is like,
Well, not even that, right? He keeps threatening for weeks that he's going to do it, and then he's like,
Yeah.
"I'm not going."
I'm gonna call him Ian Slurp Force.
"What? Force? You mean
It's
force?
like because he's forcing his slurp on.
Oh.
Anyways,
Obsession 2. Yes, Ian and Disparu."
no.
Except it's the other way around. It is like deliberately staying far away from each other.
Look what Ian started. Michael Steele, thank you for the 5 Canadian. Ozempic was designed for type 2 diabetics because regular insulin injections cause weight gain. I know,
Yes.
and then
Oh.
actual diabetics I've heard have a problem, like are having
They're
issues
so
getting
upset
it. Like they're
that it's
getting
hard to
it.
get.
That's that's been a problem. Really,
Because all these Hollywood celebrities are guzzling it
yes,
down.
all these people are withering away. Like,
Well, and it's not just the Hollywood celebrities. I am convinced the majority of white women use this drug to get skinny
Probably. They do anything except eat less.
and exercise.
Well, eating less is the main thing. If the
It
calories don't
is,
go in,
it
it can't
is.
go on you.
They don't want to do the hard thing. Okay.
yeah, no. Really big. Thank you for the Canadian $6.99. That's what the filthy restaurant where you order the double entendre. That was at 8:30. What were we talking about 20 minutes ago?
Well,
The
no, I know
cockroaches?
what a double entendre is. It's just I'm not sure. Oh, it's because filthy restaurant is a double entendre.
Okay. I'm like, I'm wondering if something went over my head. that we
It's
were
a
talking
very
about
poor.
20 minutes
It's a
ago.
poor double entendre, but yes, because filthy has a
I
double
get
meaning.
it. Yeah. Jason Webster, thank you for the Australian 5. Now, for your listening pleasure, X-Ray Girl and Disparu will sing their hit "Islands" in the YouTube stream.
We have a hit.
Apparently.
Islands in the YouTube. I don't. What?
What? We're confused. Doom Guy, thank you for the 5. Wicked reminds me think of trash because I want to take her out. Wink, wink. Thank you.
Oh.
That was good. I had to think for a second. I was like, wait, I remind you
Yeah.
of trash? What?
It's okay. It's okay. I had
You had a
I
moment
had
too. Thank you.
I had a super chat where I looked like a complete idiot where it was like you should have dinner with Jesse on. But I read it as you should have dinner with Jesse. And I'm like, who's Jesse? That's weird to have dinner with her.
Nick Gore
Nicholas
Six-
Gore.
for 6-7 jewels. Thank you. And Monkey Hate Clean for 2. What type of bee makes milk? Boobies. You got this through with that one. Congrats.
No, it's a very old joke. It's actually in Christmas crackers over here.
Christmas crackers.
Don't call monkey a cracker.
It's okay, Doom
The
guy.
Christmas one, it's fine.
We got it. All right. So here, let me pull something up that's not like
Just
spoiler
because he puts
related.
mistletoe on his belly button. I don't know. I feel like that's something he'd say.
That would be the creepiest fetish, isn't it? Like belly buttons. I don't think anyone's even got that. Like feet came before belly buttons.
I don't know. I feel like someone like Dan would be like, I like belly buttons.
Belly buttons is one of the last things to form, but like weirdly enough, so there was an interview Blabs did with me, and she's like, just tell me a random fact about you. And I said, I have a never-ending belly button. Like I can't find the end of it. And the amount of people who are like, I want to see your belly button, show you.
Oh my gosh. Why? Remember
And then I learned of the armpit people.
Yeah.
There's armpit people. Oh,
There's people for everything.
Yes. Guys, belly buttons is disgust, okay? I can maybe understand an armpit, but belly button?
Well,
I've never needed to rank them or think about them before in my mind.
Exactly. But anyway, sorry.
no, you're fine. You're fine.
It'd be like going after the back of someone's knees. Like, why?
There's people like there's a lot of things that people like that we just will never understand. So we're gonna talk
Like rings of power.
that's a very good example. So we're gonna talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day. We're gonna start off with no spoilers, so don't worry, we will give a big like warning for you before we do actually dive into spoilers. It looks like Spider-Man Brand New Day earned a massive 168 million on its opening day domestically, the highest of all time, beating Endgame. I'm not surprised because Spider-Man brings people in. The trailers looked really good for this, and overall, I loved this. I gave it a 9 out of 10 because the biggest thing that I liked the most, there were problems with it though. I'm not going to pretend like there wasn't, but I really liked it and I want to go see it again. This was the first, it only took him 4 films, but this was the first Tom Holland Spider-Man where he was actually Peter Parker. Because as much as some people might not like it, the comics, Peter, his life sucks and he always is in that dilemma where is he going to be more Spider-Man? Is he going to be more Peter Parker? He has to find that middle ground, right? And he's supposed to be struggling. Like you see in Tobey Spider-Man, he's delivering pizzas so that he can pay his rent. And then he like gets, loses his jobs because he has to run off and do Spider-Man things. And in the second Spider-Man, there's even that part where he decides, I'm not going to be Spider-Man anymore. And he leans into being more Peter Parker. People call Tom Holland's Spider-Man Iron Boy because he was just handed everything. He was handed money. He had all of this like help from friends and everything. And that's fine. But I didn't personally like it because, like I said, in the comics, he's more relatable because he's a hero, even though how bad he might get kicked down and his life is awful, he still rises up, and that's something to admire. And that's what I like about Spider-Man, is that no matter what happens in his life that's awful, he still is a hero and does what needs to be done and doesn't
is he
selfish
relatable in this though? Because I get the Tony Stark stuff about him getting given technology and stuff. This movie actually seems to imply that if Tony Stark hadn't given him the tech, he would have just invented it on his own anyway.
Yeah, he's so
he is
smart.
Incredibly intelligent in this to literally solve a problem that like even Banner can't solve, essentially.
Well,
yeah.
Peter is supposed to be extremely smart. They don't really take the time to show that in the Tom Holland movies. And to be fair, even in Tobey's movies, they don't show it heavily. It's just like implied where he talks about it. And there's that whole meme where he's like, I'm something of a scientist myself, right? So Peter Parker is smart. I wouldn't say that this one is completely relatable. I think Peter Parker as a whole, the way he's written in comics, is relatable, besides the fact that he has superpowers. I mean, his personality and, he's like gets get kicked down, gets back up. It's just something that you can admire versus like these Mary Sues that we get all the time. So I think in this film, he finally was Peter Parker, and he isolated himself. He was very depressed. They really like nailed that home, that he spent like the last 4 years just alone. But yeah, the one thing that wasn't explained was how he got all the money and stuff, which we can get into that.
Well, yeah, I mean, someone that's smart, like he could, like in this, he invented something that's never existed before.
Yes.
I found it actually very similar to Ironheart. It's like neither of you would be poor. Like, you could just invent
Yeah,
anything.
he could make an AI that just automatically like invests his money. Like, you just need a little startup and invests your money in and out of the stock market, and then just continually make money like that. I mean,
It is a case of
system
someone
of
that
it,
can
but-
invent in like apparently just like 7 different types. And I don't know how long it was meant to be, but it felt like maybe a few days of whenever he was inventing it. Yeah, there's no way someone like that'd be poor. In fact, the weird thing is, like, why are you not running like a multi-billion-dollar corporation?
Yeah, right.
The amount of power that it takes to run the equipment he has is pretty significant too. So I feel like that would be something that pops up on a radar somewhere.
Probably, yeah, like Shield or somebody like notices that, like it's insane. But yeah, so
I didn't like the tech aspect at all, realistically, but it had to tie into the story of what they did with everything that came thereafter.
like I said, it had its problems. I'll talk more about it when we jump into the spoilers part, but I gave this a 9 out of 10. My favorite Spider-Man 1 with Tobey's my favorite, and 2, people say that's the best superhero movie of all time, and I don't disagree with it. The reason why the first
All
Spider-Man with
time?
Tobey, people say that the Spider-Man 2, not his, the one with Tobey.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, no,
sorry.
not the Tom Holland ones, no, because and I don't disagree with like the Spider-Man 2 being the best because it was a fantastic movie. The reason why Spider-Man 1, the Tobey one, is my favorite is because Green Goblin was Willem Dafoe was just fantastic in that. So it's like I can't. It's so they're so close. I don't argue with people when they say that the Spider-Man 2 with Tobey was the best one because that it was just from start to finish fantastic. So as far as the Tom Holland movies, I love No Way Home. Even if you removed Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield for it, I still liked the story, but it was amplified because they were in it and there was the redemption from Andrew Garfield and stuff. Homecoming, I didn't like. Far From Home, I only liked I almost said Rey Mysterio. I only like Mysterio in it. Like I didn't really like that movie that much. I would say Far From Home was probably my least favorite of the Tom Holland ones. This one's my favorite because I thought that it was well done. So that's my spoiler-free review as a big Spider-Man fan. 9 out of 10.
Okay. I agree with a lot of the points, and the fact that we're getting kind of like on the ground Spider-Man. I really wanted to see the struggles of him building himself up again without the help, and seeing him persevere through all of it. And I feel like we only got half the picture of that. And I think because of how they framed his emotional struggles, I was okay not delving into some of the nitty-gritty details. And that's something that, like, when it comes to TV shows and movies, if you really explore some of the concepts really well, I'm okay with not finding like and being like, okay, this was not the best like action scene, or this was not explained very well, but you know, you got the emotional notes that really like hit home with you. And I think that's something that this movie does that a lot of MCU TV shows and movies do not do.
Yeah, they definitely hit let me zoom in, like there you go, looks better. Hits emotions in this, which we're good. We'll get into that heavier more because I don't want to like spoil anything yet. The action was great in this, and this isn't like a heavy spoiler because this kind of happened. I feel did it happen in No Way Home because everyone forgot who he was. I hated so much in Far From Home when like they were booing him. Like New York City is supposed to love Spider-Man, and Tobey's Spider-Man 2, that scene was so beautiful when like his mask is off and they're like, don't worry, we won't tell anybody. And like the little kid gives him the mask and is like, he says we won't tell anybody, like, oh, he's just a kid, and they don't. Or like in the first one where like, you mess with Spidey, you mess with New York, like they're on his side, which makes sense because he's a hero. So I hated that in the Tom Holland one where they're like, they turn against him.
Isn't he set up in that movie though? It's been a while since I've seen it.
Well, yes, he's set up, but it still is like it's like everyone just completely went like sheep mode and forgot that all the good that he had done, and like I'm just gonna listen to this strange guy. Like I don't know. It was Mysterio. I mean, strange guy as in like this guy they don't know who he is. But it just annoyed me a little bit because I don't know the way they went around it. I guess it did fit with the story, but I liked that it went back to like him being the hero in this and people cheering him on. It was nice. But I don't know if you want to do your spoiler-free little consensus disbrew, and then we will move on to actual spoilers. 'Cause I'm trying not to say too much because I'd rather just do that in the spoiler part.
So, I liked all the action stuff. There's like, I don't know what part of that it would be, but it's probably like 50 or 60% of the movie is what I really liked. I liked all the interactions between Spider-Man, Hulk, and Punisher. Wish there'd been more of that, unless the rest of it, all the emotion stuff that it just came across as really shallow to me, and I actually wanted more focus on those three interacting, because to me, if you're gonna bring in a character, you shouldn't just bring them in to fight, although I like that. But it is like Spider-Man is so different to the Punisher. The Punisher is like, I just want to kill them. I think they deserve death. And Spider-Man is
do it your way, I'll do it my way.
No matter who they are.
Yeah.
There should be some kind of clash of that in the movie. There should be some kind of discussion. Something should happen with that. Talk about the philosophy, something more. But instead, we just had to have, I really miss MJ. And so I got this boring trap. Like, I understand when Tom Holland is reading the script. To him, it's like the deepest, most complex thing in the world, because it's his wife. So it makes sense that he's feeling really upset, because he's like, well, if I forgot my wife, this would be a major deal. I don't give a fuck about his wife, though. So I don't really care about, I'm sorry that you can't remember her. But quite frankly, I wish she wasn't in the movie and we could get on to something else. But instead, it feels like we're being actually like handicapped by the fact that he's married to Zendaya and they're both big actors, that we've got to put it in this. So I would have just preferred it actually focus on something more important, and just higher than, I'm feeling a bit sad, guys, because I can't talk to anybody. It's like, there's plenty of people in the world, mate. Get over yourself. Grow up. Everyone's like, this is a grown-up guy. No, he's a child. He's acting like a child in this. And you have the villain is my biggest issue. And I actually really like, there's a 90-minute movie in here. If they cut it off at 90 minutes, I would have thought far more of the movie. But what they do after that 90 minutes, where they start messing with the villain, destroys the entire villain for me. I like the mystery part where you didn't really know what's going on, and he's trying to find that out, also kind of protects people. I like that aspect, but the ending, the last 45 minutes, I think is complete trash. Like, we're unreserved trash. And that's what dragged it down for me. It's like, I think that if it was just on the action, especially where it's him v multiple people, because they've looked at the games and tried to incorporate that out. And there's a lot of stuff in this where he's fighting people who interact almost as one unit, even though they're multiple people. And that's really great choreography. And then it's just, every time I liked a scene, it got dragged down to just grinding everything to a halt. But just, it's so shallow a movie. And if you're going to make that shallow a movie, I would have preferred you just made an action movie. Just go John Wick with it. Or if you're going to make something that shallow, just cut out all of it.
Disprew's like, cut out the emotions. I'm like, I love the emotions.
I know.
No, it's so basic and shallow in a movie. Like, there's no point in having them in the movie at all.
Well, I just think that
it's almost like they couldn't decide who the target audience was, and so you had action stuff for this audience, and then you had a rom-com kind of romantic-y thing where we're going to do this. It's like, no, those are separate movies for separate audiences. Keep them separate.
But Spider-Man's always been kind of a bit of a, he's always going after an MJ-esque type.
Oh yeah,
though.
like even in the first,
I don't really like the argument. It's always been crap. Like, well, okay, I think we can. I think we can be
wouldn't call
better.
it crap, but he's always been like, that awkward dude trying to get the girl.
Yeah, that's part of his character. Like, he's the nerdy one. But the thing is, I
the
think
way
the
men's
reason why
movies are done, he gets the girl at the end and you move on. There's a reason why James Bond gets the woman at the end and not halfway through the movie. It's because that's the boring bit. That's the reward for doing the thing. So in the movie, he does the thing. He becomes the person. He becomes the hero. He acts like the hero, and then the woman's at the end. Rather than spending all this time waffling at her about really just basic stuff.
Yeah, I think to like go off of why he was like missing MJ and Ned so much is because at the end of No Way Home, he just loses everything. Not only do they not know who he is, but his aunt dies, and that was, he loses. Uncle Ben is gone, like in Homecoming, right? So he lost him years before, but then Aunt May was his last like parental figure. That was, his mom basically. So he loses her, and then in the same day, he has the spell done where he like nobody can remember him. So he just loses everything, which is on brand for
Tragic.
Peter Parker's life just being tragic and sucking. So, but it's like that's why he almost loses it though, because that's part of it. Like we'll get into that in the spoilers, but where he's like it's that dilemma that Peter goes through where it's like more Peter Parker, more Spider-Man, and because of all that, he just throws himself into work, and he's like 99% Spider-Man. We see him just work, and what they probably should have, I guess they couldn't have done more, but it's like, well, it's 4 years at this point, right? Because MJ and Ned are graduated. So they were in college for 4 years. They were all supposed to go on MIT together. And yes, Rachel makes a point. He did also lose Tony, who was like a father figure to him after Uncle Ben. So it's like he's, kind of didn't really get to process the emotions. He just went right into being Spider-Man. So that's why, like, in his downtime, he's sitting there just like kind of reminiscing of the life that he was supposed to have. So it makes sense. It is on brand for Spider-Man as well. Like X-Ray pointed out that he's this awkward nerd. Like the first one, Toby, starts off that it's about a girl, and it shows MJ, like, because it just kind of is. It's just kind of how Peter's story is.
Nerd.
It's Peter. It's either MJ. Yeah, it's MJ or Gwen. That's always like the main focus for him for the most part. I shouldn't say always, but for the most part. But yeah, if we're caught up on just doing the little non-spoiler review, this could be a time now. If you want, we can jump into spoilers. So we'll give you guys a couple minutes to leave if you don't want spoilers.
2, 1.
Okay.
Spoiler time.
So this, I want to start with this because this was cool. There's a few things they did that like comic cover accuracy, which was very cool. And they also, I haven't played the first Insomniac Spider-Man. I want to. It's not on Steam though. The second one is, but that was the one that everyone had a problem with.
Oh yeah, where they get the blind girl to start spray painting walls
like
or something.
That. Yes.
And I think they also make MJ basically a superhero in herself. She's just she's the most overpowered person in the entire game. And they say, well, we think women can be heroes too. It was like a quote.
Yeah, but maybe not MJ. Like, that's insane.
No, they made it. She was just going around with like a kettle prod or something, and she's just beating people up all over the place.
She's supposed to be a model, actress, party girl. Like
essentially.
Yeah, that's her
They
character.
can be secret agents too.
Yeah.
Women can do stuff now.
So I'm not going to play the sound with this, but this was cool, and I like this what this person put together showing the comic covers. Like it's like at least they're trying to do different things, like doing a nod to fans.
They should probably make it flash less, so you can actually see the comic cover.
I don't like that.
I was trying to put here. Let me do this.
You should just yeah.
There we go.
I did like that. I feel like it was a nice call back for, of course, your comic fans. And then, the only thing is, I think a lot of people were hoping that some of these villains were going to be more in it.
Yeah, but the thing is, something that I was worried about was that it was going to be like oversaturated with everybody. I thought there was going to be less Punisher, which I didn't want. I'm happy. I'm actually happy. I thought PG-13 Frank Castle was going to be kind of lame, but I have to say this was probably one of the best performances for John Barenthal, in my opinion, as Punisher. I did like the Netflix show, but as far as like a PG-13 Punisher, where this is MCU, I know some people were like, no, it needs to be rated R, but it's like if you're going to have Punisher in an MCU Spider-Man film, they can't have him just like being full-blown Frank Castle. I liked the little things they did, like when he was about to swear and he's like webbed his mouth and he's about to drop the F-bomb, little things like that. Their dynamic, I thought, was actually great. I didn't expect to like it, but it was like brothers bickering, kind of, and I didn't mind it. It was,
the problem was at the end.
Where is it?
It is literally where they ruin him because he goes from I'm going to shoot the villain to, oh, the villain's all right. Oh, they're great now. In about 30 seconds for no reason whatsoever, basically.
That should have been explained more. I think if they had an extra scene where you could see, okay, obviously Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. So Frank Castle is supposed to shoot Jean Grey and then Spidey saves her. If we see Sadie Sink use her whatever. We didn't really even see that. There was one line. Oh yeah, she was like, she did her on you.
I don't think that helps because she's been murdering people the entire movie.
Exactly.
In this movie, he is correct. And this has always been the thing with the Punisher. He is the one that's correct. Like, these people are villains. They do deserve to be shot. That is the entire point of justice. And it's the same with Batman. People have a point that every time you lock Joker away, Joker comes back. Now you're responsible because you won't do what needs to be done. That is the point that keeps being brought back up. And so it is up to the superheroes to put forward their point of view to him of why they won't do what's necessary. And that's what's needed in the movie. But this movie was made by someone that thinks he's wrong. And so they thought his journey was learning that actually I shouldn't kill people and she is fine. But they made her an evil villain. And so there was nothing. Just because he saved your friend doesn't mean that you let her get away with the thousands of people she's been slaughtering in her entire life.
They should have done something like. We're jumping ahead, guys. Sorry, like we jumped all the way to the end. But what?
Well, you're talking about that rather than like the moment you talk about the Punisher and their interaction, that has to come up. So.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying what I think in that part, it'd be cool to see a different like take afterwards where Frank still's like, I'm still gonna go after her. That would be cool. I get in that moment why he didn't though, because she was literally breathing for Peter and keeping him alive. So it's like if he kills her there, then Peter's gone. It would be nice to see him like, okay, listen, she's unhinged kid. I gotta go after her. I'm sorry. And then like that would be a true Punisher thing because and I didn't mind Jean Grey in this. I think that there needs to be like some kind of explanation for that construction worker, right? Like she just killed a random guy for no reason.
She killed loads of people.
She killed so many people.
She's unhinged, and I think the best explanation that could be said for this, it's not okay. Like I don't like her as a hero right now. Is that once Xavier gets his hands on her and you know she mellows out a little bit when she joins the X-Men, but I don't know, I'm not going to pretend to know a lot about X-Men and like Jean Grey because I do know that there's like the Dark Phoenix side of her though, so I don't know if this was like they're trying to lean into like a prequel of that, but then she's going to chill out once
they should have had the Dodgers mind controller. Like they should have had it so that essentially, because their entire point, it was the same as Invincible. Whereas Invincible, it's got like Earth is under such a threat, we will take any alien and we will mind control him. We'll put robots in him. And we will just psycho attack him and break them until they work for us. They should have done that in this because they were kind of going the same way that damage control. We take the damage and we control it into something that's an advantage to us. And so they should have had it like, yeah, we killed your sister. We experimented on her, but now we can we can break you psychically.
Yeah.
And they should have used
and that would be a better story
on her and been like, look, so you end up with yeah, she was evil, but she turned evil because her sister got kidnapped, but now they've used her sister getting kidnapped to break her, so now she's a hero.
Which also
just add some depth to the movie.
I don't know whatever tech that they were using on her that her sister helped develop, but I didn't really understand what they were doing.
Yeah, so they turned.
That's so weird.
They wanted the Dodgers to be evil, and they didn't really manage it. But they basically had to make him mustache twirling villain. So in the end, when she's like teleporting, he's making them teleport so they can study her brain. She was teleporting at a place where she could like handle it, and then for no reason whatsoever, he goes faster, and now she's dying just because.
Why would you do that to your experiment? Like,
it doesn't make any sense.
And you just want to make her angry so that she holds all of New York at a kilometer radius? Frozen? Well,
they didn't know that was possible, but it was literally a case of you are researching it and you can keep this person alive, or you can have the experiment done 20 minutes earlier and kill her. And it was just because, well, it felt to me like there was a 90-minute movie and then someone went, well, we can't have a woman be an evil villain. And so we're going to have to make her sympathetic. And so now you have to flip everybody. You have to flip the Dodgers into mustache-twirling villains, but you don't have any time, so you just have him kill her for no reason. You have a scene in a park where her sister get kidnapped, and they should have been kidnapped because they were possessing people in a park.
They didn't know about the others, about Sadie? Like, that's crazy. You don't think this is genetic? We're both the sisters? Like, and there'd be like information because they're also being fostered by the same family? Like that's not
Yeah.
something that you would know about.
I mean, I get the logical loopholes of it, but for me, it was more just the fact that the movie treated it as if what they were doing in that park was morally neutral. As if, oh, well, you shouldn't have kidnapped them. No, you should. Like, they're experimenting on innocent people, possessing people. Like, you can't do this whole thing of, no, it's really important that we get consent for everything. By the way, she can possess you at will, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And
And just treat
you'll
that as
forget about
morally
it. You
neutral.
won't even know about it.
Oh, well, I guess that counts then. If there was a certain drug that just made you forget the night before, clearly that's fine. Like, the entire morality of what they were doing was messed up utterly. And that's why, to me, it felt like bolted on. Because that last 45 minutes doesn't fit with the first 90 at all. It's so weird.
The first 90 is so concentrated on Peter and like his story, and
then they
we
shoved everyone
jump
else
to
in.
Part 2.
Yeah,
a separate movie.
So I thought coming into this, I thought that everything was going to be too much. Like there was going to be too many side things going on. And I guess the second half did have a lot. It didn't really bother me though. I thought they had just enough Hulk. I thought they utilized him perfectly because we don't need too much Mark Ruffalo. Okay. But I like,
oh, it's so annoying to see his face.
I know. I'm so glad we only got like 3 minutes of just actual Mark Ruffalo. But I thought the Hulk stuff was great. I still like the Hulk. So, and it was like he was used they did what they needed with him and then gone. And Punisher
was
was
good combat too. Like
yes, that was good.
The scene, because it was stupid when you know they're gonna fight Hulk and the Punisher gets told you should go and help. It's like, what is he gonna do? And so I was glad they had the line of "This is above your pay grade."
He
saves him.
That was very real.
That was a very cool scene.
It was.
Yeah, as he's pulling him underneath the Hulk and he's just still shooting at him on the way.
That was very cool. This is what I do. I'm gonna keep shooting. But then it was funny when he's like, "I'll take care of the girl." Basically, he's like, "You don't want to fight the Hulk, do you?" And it's like, no, that's like, of course not. So I thought that whole like them in the damage control headquarters was really cool.
Probably
and then,
one of the better fights.
It was, and when she took over the Punisher's head, and she was like, "This guy's messed up," like that. Like that. That was not an overdone humor.
Yeah. Oh God, and the part where he had the building pieces strung along his body, and like he was like fighting them, and as he changed, like that was such a cool scene to see.
Yes. Yeah, it was the way they shot a lot of this was cool, and I loved that basically 90%, I would say, of Tom Holland's scenes he was in the suit, and even when they showed like his face, like when he's going like falling down, they just showed that was a cool shot of just showing part of his face in the mask, because it's like a lot of the times we get these heroes and they're just like out of their suit all the time. It's like, I want Spider-Man though, and they gave us a lot of Spider-Man in this. And one of my favorite parts of this was where the way they did him trying to like balance Peter Parker and Spider-Man, because everybody forgot who Peter Parker was in the last movie, and it's been 4 years that he is just isolated and just work. So the arachnid is taking over, and I liked how they showed that, and it was cool with like the black eyes that they did when he was like just really spidering out, I guess, for lack of a better term, and that he was getting his organic webs like Toby's Spider-Man, and that was a nice nod too. He's like, Peter too had him. He was so cool. Like little things like that I liked that they threw in. And I liked that they made it to where, he couldn't control it at first because, getting the headaches, the oversensitive to the environment, and trying to figure out actually using the organic webs. I liked how they did that, and that, he didn't have just control over it immediately. And you know what I mean?
I expected that to be a bigger part of the movie, and I would have wanted it to be a bigger part of the movie. It's like that almost felt like a movie idea in itself that they didn't really do anything with. And there was even
I would have liked that too.
There was even an interesting idea when he was speaking to Banner, and he's like, "Look, we need to suppress my DNA. It's mutating and everything else."
Yes.
He goes, "How do you know which parts of your DNA to switch off? How do you know that that's not
Mhm.
part of you that needs to be expressed for you to act as
Which
you?"
is so true.
But it's an interesting question, which they do nothing with. And it felt like that entire mutation thing was an idea that was going to go somewhere that just like got left on the cutting room floor or forgot about in the script, or they couldn't make it work or something. Because it doesn't really do anything in the movie. There's a couple of times where he needs the strength, but apart from that, it just doesn't go anywhere.
It could have been a really good story about like leaving tech behind and actually becoming like more organic Spider-Man. and accepting who he is and all parts of him. He is Peter Parker and he is Spider-Man. Let's not ignore that and come together as a person. But once the second movie started, the second part of the movie started, gone.
That's why I say this feels like bolted, because so there's a bit early on where he's fighting, and it's actually one of the main things I liked in the trailer, where he's like, I'm hurting people, I need to solve this right now, where he smashes that police car and the cops get injured inside, and it's like, oh, so he's going to lose control in this, it's something going to happen. No, it's just forgotten instantaneously.
I think if they would have done what you just suggested, which would have been nice, that would have gave Tom Holland his more of a standalone. This felt kind of like a standalone one because it wasn't like a bunch of the Avengers were there. There wasn't no Tony Stark, and yes, the Punisher was there, but he's more of an anti-hero.
Yelena was there.
Yelena was there, but she was barely in it. So it's like there was more.
One
Spider-Man.
of the worst scenes ever.
I think
so random.
I think having just a movie where he's dealing with getting the organic webs and becoming more Spider-Man would have been interesting. Like a 90-minute movie of just that would have been. I wouldn't have been mad about that.
Well, you would have thought because when he was on the roof and his sensors are going off and being overloaded, I'm like, oh, this is Daredevil. Like Daredevil went through the exact same thing in movies where his
overloaded, sensory overload,
and that would have been a perfect thing of. Okay, so now I need to go to see Daredevil. He can teach me how to focus on this kind of thing. Oh my god,
that would have been so cool.
Yeah,
I would have loved
that's kind of where I was expecting it to go. And it's like these ideas were there to set up that kind of stuff, and then they just fizzled out somewhere in production.
It's like you can see where you had like Sony doing a good job, like because almost always like Spider-Man, Sony has a hand in all of it, which is probably a reason why the Spider-Man movies go over the best out of the last I'll say 5 years, probably more than 5 years, but I'll be generous and say the last 5-6 years of MCU movies. But the problem is because Spider-Man, not a problem, I guess, but because Spider-Man is such a beloved character and they know, like, look what happened, like selling out theaters, people want to go see it. They're like, all right, we got to set up the next phase. We got to set up this character. We got to set up Jean Grey. We got to set up the X-Men. So they're throwing all these people in there. We got to get people hyped for Doomsday. So they throw all these extra characters in that aren't needed. Like I didn't particularly mind the Yelena scene, but if it was a completely removed, would have done nothing. For, totally fine. It wasn't needed, but that's what
I don't think that sets up anything.
It didn't, but it's just like let's just don't forget about these characters, kind of right. Like that's the MCU saying like, hey, don't forget these characters exist. They're going to be in Doomsday, whatever. Like it just, I don't know. That's why I feel like we don't get like the standalone Tom Holland Spider-Man like we did with Tobey and like we did with Andrew Garfield, where they were the main heroes in their movies, as they should be in a Spider-Man movie. So like the MCU throws in all these extra people. I did not mind Punisher though, but he's more, like I said, he's more of an anti-hero. But it would have been great. And like Daredevil too, that would have been nice to just have that dynamic.
Was weird because it was almost like, because it's set in a bathhouse. She's naked in the bath. And it's like, you expecting it to go somewhere along the lines of like where Black Widow was introduced originally, like she's a femme fatale. There's lots of zoomed in close-ups, lingering looks, all that kind of thing. And there's none of it. Considering it was in a bathhouse and everyone was naked, this was like one of the most least erotic things you've ever seen in your entire life. It was like run through everything to be stripped of. No one can like anything to do with this scene. It has to be completely sterile.
Like,
so why is it in a bathhouse?
Like people are saying about the bathhouse, and it's like if it was done a little bit well, and if it was like actual Black Widow, like Scarlett Johansson, people might have liked it more. But it was like she did that to make sure there was no weapons. Okay, she has view of the door to make sure that no one's coming in. Okay, like whatever. But it's just people don't really like Yelena, so it's like they're like it wasn't really needed, right? Like I said, it didn't bother me, and there's going to be a bunch of like the TikTok like beefy guys that are going to do that for Halloween, where they just have the Spider-Man mask on and no shirt. Like that's going to be probably like a big Halloween costume this year. I can just see it. Don't
you think that's backwards though?
What
if you like? If Marvel movies are making men dress up in Halloween costumes as sexy things rather than the women?
Oh yeah.
Because that's the way it's always been.
That is so Marvel.
It is. Like, I'm just saying it's going to be a thing. I'm not saying I agree with it, but we're going to see it like on TikTok and stuff. There's going to be those people.
No, I'm not arguing. I'm just saying I think Marvel have failed if the men are dressing up more in the sexy Halloween costumes.
Women are the ones that wear the you know what I mean? There should have. if
Oh
they
my
would have
god,
had Jean Grey in,
Doomsday
like,
Yelena's outfit is like the most like like it's so frumpy. She's basically like a paraglider. The outfit.
Yeah, when you actually see her outfit on that model at SDCC, who designed this?
Yeah. So like where were we? We were after the fight and everything.
We kind of jumping everywhere though.
We are. I
Mm.
know. I'm like trying to pull it back, but it's like if we miss certain parts, it's fine because anybody still here probably
Well, you
watched
can
it or
go
doesn't
through
care.
like chronologically if you want.
Yeah.
'Cause-
So yeah, him going through that transformation, I would have been totally okay. They could have done 2 movies. I do agree with that. Like I said, I still like this 9 out of 10 for me, but they could have done where they focused more on Peter and his changing, and then the next one could have been the second half, right? With Jean Grey and stuff. But this is what
my
they
main thing.
shoved together.
There were ideas like that in the movie that I liked, and then they didn't go anywhere, and then instead what I had to put up with was 45 minutes of trying to desperately make her sympathetic.
So the scene, I thought that it was a very emotional scene where he finally, right? So like Jean Grey, because this is something that happens in all the Spider-Man movies. Andrew Garfield's, he loses Gwen. She actually dies. And then in the Tobey ones, the first thing the Green Goblin does when he finds out who Peter Parker is he, Aunt May's in the hospital, and then he immediately goes for Mary Jane when Peter's distracted at the hospital with Aunt May. That's just how they do it because he loves Mary Jane, right? So Jean Grey finds out who Peter loves, and that it's MJ. And he goes to take her to the Punisher, and that I thought the scene was pretty well done, where it's like Jean Grey took her over, and he thinks that MJ. It was pretty dark too for him because he's going through this like crisis and depression, where Jean Grey takes over MJ, and they kiss, and he thinks, "Oh, I got MJ back." Like, he's probably obviously like wanting that so bad because he's been isolated for 4 years, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, hold her," and so it was like, dang, that's kind of dark from a romantic aspect anyways. So yeah, and I actually was okay with Zendaya only being in like 15 minutes of it. She still made more money than John Barenthal though, but I'm not surprised by that. She's married to the lead, and she, I guess, is a bigger name, right? She's been in all these movies. So
John Barenthal did more though for the movie.
I mean, he did so much more. I think he should have made more, but you know how Hollywood's going to be. She's going to make more because they think, she's pulling people in. And again, being
I don't
married
think
to the
anyone's
lead,
going to a movie for Zendaya.
No, but they think
if she wasn't in the movie and they did like say that neighbor was his new love interest, they did nothing with her. She was so cute. And oh well.
Yeah.
I personally, if he needed something to ground him, I think having that friendship with Ned, I would have been so cool with.
Yeah, I like the Ned stuff more. I think I was kind of hoping that they would lean more into like maybe moving Gwen Stacy in, because I don't like this universe's MJ. I know she's Michelle Jones, she's not Mary Jane, but that she's this universe's MJ, and I don't care for it. So I was okay with them. Let's move on to a Gwen Stacy now. Even though that's backwards, because in the comics he's with Gwen first, and then in some of all the comics are different, but like in the main ones,
he could actually still meet an MJ. Who knows?
Mary Jane, maybe. Yeah, I feel like they're not going to do that just because she's this universe's MJ. But they could.
Hey, he got cooked in his own movie, so.
He still is getting done. But my entire thing with it is, look, if you're going to try and do the heroic sacrifice, you have to keep it. You can't just go, oh well, actually, no, I'm Peter Parker, by the way. I'm Spider-Man. We were always friends. It undermines everything. It undermines the ending of the previous thing. It undermines why he's doing it. There is no heroic sacrifice anymore because he hasn't sacrificed anything. And now he's done it. Now you're just like, oh, you're stupid git, aren't you? You should have done this 4 years ago. Like, why were you if you're going to do it now? I always have this problem with the Saw movies where people are like, oh, I don't want to be in pain, and then 5 seconds before they're about to die, they put themselves through all the pain and then die anyway. This is what he's done. They didn't have to be miserable for 4 years if he was just going to go back up to him and tell them immediately as soon as he walked into a coffee shop with one. So I actually was cringing during the scene with. I liked the way they did it, but before I knew there was the twist on the roof with MJ, I was cringing, thinking, "There's no way you're not just gonna
me too.
remove it all immediately this easily, are you?" And
I had like a second where I'm like, If
I
this
was like,
isn't her
he's
taking
gonna just
over,
be
Yeah,
like, "What's up?"
Well, they actually
That would've
point
been
out the
awful.
cliche trope where they're like, "Yo, you thought True Love's kiss broke the spell."
Yeah.
And I was cringing because that's what I thought they were going to do. So I did like that twist.
yeah, I thought that was a
just-
good moment on the roof.
I would have preferred it if they weren't in the movie and he moved on with other people.
Yeah, that would have been nice to see some different people come in. Yeah.
And try, because I would have still been okay with him, that 4-year time span of him, developing Spider-Man and him, in a sense, pining for his old life and going to Aunt May's grave. And then I swear, like I said, as soon as I saw that neighbor girl, I'm like, we're going to get him to finally move on. He's going to make new connections, going to make new friends. It's going to be amazing. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like, she's blonde, so I'm like, is she gonna be Gwen, or is she gonna be like in Spider-Man 2, Toby's, where like the landlord's daughter that was like really sweet and like brought him cake and everything? I'm like, is it gonna be that? It would have been nice to see a change because again, like I'm not a fan of this MJ. But to be fair, MJ has not been done properly in any of the live actions, but I still prefer Kirsten Dunst's over
Disney
Zendaya.
version.
Yes, over Zendaya, because she at least looks like Mary Jane, and they give her the model and acting thing. But she definitely needed some work too. Not going to pretend like she didn't, but I just preferred her. So going into like the final part, the battle. So when he figures out that after Jean Grey gets captured because he gets the device on her, he figures out why she was trying to go after them, because they took her sister. Which to make a point that Drew made earlier.
Isn't what she was. So in the start, with the tank scene, where she's opening up on innocent people, the moment Spider-Man turns up, she tries to shoot him and everything. But we find out that she's been going after like the Dodka Corporation. But actually, in this, she wasn't going after information or anything. She's going for Scorpion at the start of that.
Well, yeah,
and the only reason she's attacking that company is because Scorpion is there. So it almost seems like her attacking them was kind of just coincidental, and she didn't know that they'd taken the sister. And then at the end, it's like, no, she knew all along, and she was attacking for the sister. It's like, well, that's not what she's been doing the rest of the movie. She was looking for VMAX. She wasn't actually messing with this department at all.
She was trying to find out what VMAX was in the department. It wasn't like, yeah, anyways. And I kind of wish that, I feel like this was such a throwaway line for the black dude who is, head of the damage control. Like, these people just needed to be redirected their reason to exist.
Oh God, the hand.
The hand. Yeah. So, and I'm like,
if they
wait,
just
what?
had youth centers, they wouldn't have committed crime. That was what that line was.
Pretty much.
I'm like, I would wanted, because if we're leading into them being a villain, that they mind controlled everyone. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do it? You'd already killed her sister. You could have studied her brain and worked out that's how you control people. And so you just essentially change these people's minds to work for you. That's a way better explanation than they just needed a father figure to give them authority.
Yeah.
And now they work for me.
It would have been so cool that when, I guess, Sadie Sink, Jean Grey, when she, did her burst of telekinetic energy, that would have stopped that control. And then, then she controlled them. And it was almost like this like duality of who's stronger, the damage control or her.
Yes. But I do think Oh, go ahead.
I do think the hand, though, was the best fight for me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that final fight was really cool. Like, even Peter was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool!" Like, and like then him finally, like, I liked the line where she's like, "Are you Spider-Man or Peter Parker?" And he's like, "Both." He finally got control. Which again, it would have been nice to get like a full movie on that. I would have loved that because it would have been like Spider-Man 2, Toby's, his own, finding himself and figuring out how to handle Peter and Spider-Man. But that fight was really cool. I thought the scene with the Punisher, that was very Frank Castle, where he's like, I don't care what this kid is saying, I'm taking her out. And that's what he tried to kill her. And then, Peter, and that was also on brand for Peter too, because he doesn't want people to die at all.
I did wonder why he didn't just push her. No, I always think this in movies. Why are you jumping in front of the bullet? You can just push her or pull her away with
Yeah.
Use your spidey sense, Peter, proper.
Yeah,
There's
right.
so many other ways than using your body to stop the bullet.
Could he have even like, I don't know if he could do this, but like use his web to like hit the bullet, or use his
Probably.
web to push, her out of the way, like if he's too far, because we don't know 100. I don't remember 100% how far they were from each other at that moment, but
yeah. But
I have a feeling
they
that-
got to have the dramatic effect, right? So
Well, I
he's
think
gotta
they were
jump in
doing
front of
it. I think the writers think that the Punisher is wrong, and they wanted to teach the Punisher a lesson. And it is like, well, if you do this, innocent people will get hurt, because that was a
She's
bit
not
of a
innocent.
through line through the movie. That's what it was in the tank scene. Spider-Man pulls him out, and he's like, "You will hurt innocent people." And he's like, "Yeah, but what do you think's happening in front of that tank?" Which was a good point. It's like, why are
Yeah.
you messing with a guy who's not there to hurt innocent people when the tank is hurting innocent people? That's way more dangerous than a guy in a van behind it. I did think that was a strange decision. But I think, that's why they hurt Spider-Man, to be like, no, you shouldn't be trying to do this because you'll hurt your friends.
well,
So-
and then they wanted that scene of Spider-Man finally seeing the crowd cheering him on, and no,
Yeah, which I'm okay with that. I liked that.
seemed
good.
nice,
That was
though.
great. So so that was, yes, I agree. They probably were trying to make it so the Punisher was wrong, which he wasn't. I guess I agree with both because it's their moral compass, right? That's how the Punisher is. He's like, she's a threat, take her out. And Peter's like, let's redeem people. He was like, I mean, in No Way Home, it was the same thing where this whole problem started because he wanted to redeem the villains from the other universes, right? Because that's how Peter Parker is. He wants to save everybody. So neither of them were wrong for their own character. But when he does accidentally shoot, Peter, I understand that the Punisher didn't just like immediately try to take out Jean Grey because she was breathing for him, which I thought was a cool scene. She's still like a villain. That's who I thought. I know the black guy was supposed to be the villain, but like in the Damage Control, which he was in a way. But I still think that Jean Grey was the main villain of this because it was the stuff that she did.
I think she's the main villain. I would count him as morally gray because he is the guy of, yeah, I'll do horrible things to people, but I'm doing it so that I can channel all of that kind of stuff into things that save people. So he's the kind of guy, it's like, yeah, I experimented on 100 people, but I did that to make a medical cure that saved millions. And so that's his kind of argumentation. Whereas she's not just killing innocent people. She's reveling in killing innocent people. She's reveling in torturing Spider-Man with MJ for no reason whatsoever.
That was
She
really
just stepped in
mean.
the way, and she's taking glee in the fact. So
Yeah.
I think she's way worse. But I did think when he was out in the crowd, I liked the scene, but I do think it's immediately undercut when he goes and like reveals himself to his friends. I think that scene would have hit way harder if he had actually lost them. And he's like, look, I've been this loner, I've done this, I've sacrificed everything, but now I get to see the people that I'm helping. And now,
it's the boost I need.
This
to
is who
move
I've
forward.
sacrificed my life for, essentially. And instead, it's like he hasn't lost anything. You think his friends are still there? Like they undermined the sacrifice, so now he's just got the people cheering for him.
Yeah.
I think that undermines the scene.
I did like that scene because, like, in the previous Spider-Man movies, like I've mentioned, like New York cheering on Spider-Man, love it. I know there's a bunch of different like iterations in comics, but that's personally what I like. I like when New York City cheers on their hero. So I did not like that in Far From Home. So I like the ending here where he, and it was pretty funny when like he's like, "How am I gonna get out of here?" Punisher's like, "I got some ideas," and he's just like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
It was
and
really
then-
cute.
I thought that was cute. And then Peter gets to walk around through the crowd and see everybody cheering the little boy going like that. Was like I liked that stuff. It's wholesome. And then with Ned, there's a lot of people trying to pick apart that ending with Ned. Like, did he realize who he was because Ned has some kind of mystical power because he was using the ring, the Doctor Strange ring in Far From Home? Remember, he was opening portals in
let's
Far From
not
Home.
bring
No, he
that in
realized who
there,
it was
okay?
because she told him.
Well, no. I think like with the handshake, I personally thought that was like a muscle memory thing, like how he realized a handshake because even though Peter was removed from his head, they still remember who Spider-Man was. Like that's like I have ID like trying to figure out who Spider-Man was because they saved him in high school. But yes, because I think people forgot that when Peter leaves after he's hanging out with MJ and Ned, she says Peter, and he's like, Spider-Man's name is Peter. So when he comes up to him, he's like, Peter. He's like, oh, like he got it. And then they do the handshake, and I don't know if that actually means that Ned completely remembers who he is. I think it was kind of like
he just remembers muscle memory. That's the.
It's not even muscle memory. So
what they're doing
the way
with
the way the spell worked, and it actually said before, and because I thought that Sadie Sink, when she's possessing MJ, made a good point of, you kind of would think this, why is Spider-Man saving me all the time? Like, wherever I go, Spider-Man's just saving my life. This is a bit weird. Do I know him?
And he said that too. He's like, we got saved like multiple times on multiple trips by Spider-Man.
Yeah, so you would think there's something weird there, but the way the spell works is all of your past life still exists. You still learned all your things. It's just you can't remember his personal identity. So he still learned the handshake. He just doesn't know who he learned the handshake with, essentially.
That's what I think it is. But we don't know which route they can go. Disney could be like, yes, it's because he got a little mystic power, whatever. We don't know which way they're going to go. I personally think it was a muscle memory thing. So, yeah, I mean, it says Spider-Man will return. There's going to be a 5. I think the 5th one will probably be the last one with Tom Holland, and then he's going to pass the mantle. Maybe he'll do cameos and stuff, I'm sure, and like other like Avenger movies and stuff. But Tom Holland has been talking quite a bit about like Miles Morales, so that might be the next one.
Oh god, and that end credit scene, I actually legit burst out laughing.
Did you think it was Miles Morales, like a different universe?
No, it was funny because it was like what was it, that line was Spider-Man will return or something. And I wanted to say in Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah. So
a different Spider-Man, maybe.
It's got like the most excellent, the top score that you can on Critic List. I'm not surprised. Like it was at like one under it, and then everyone started to go see it because this was a good movie.
What's
I mean, most people
FWB stand for, or is that just someone's name?
Friends with benefits, like my mutual friends on here.
Oh god,
I know.
You have a friends with benefits wiki?
No,
on Critic List.
On Critic List. So I thought the after credit scene, like I drank a bunch of like water and stuff. So I'm sitting there like, I got to use the restroom, but okay, there's an after credit scene. Let me wait. And I was like, that was it. I was like out of the theater. Like I could have looked at that online. I don't know what it means. People, and I guess in a way it was smart because it has people talking online like, oh, it's because it was Miles Morales or, oh, he's in space. I don't know.
Backtrack a bit. For people who don't know and are just here for spoilers, there's a Spidey tracking app.
Oh, yeah.
And it's throughout the whole movie, but it's supposed to follow where they see Spider-Man. And then all of a sudden, it's like new sighting of Spider-Man. And it's not on Earth. It goes into space. And then the line, Spider-Man will return or something like that. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so they're going to do a 5th one. They've set it up. But I think this will be the last one that's like a Spider-Man Tom Holland movie. And then he'll just be in,
I mean, it's so vague, it could literally be anything. As long as they make anything Spider-Man ever again, that counts.
It could be like a different universe Spider-Man coming through. It could be like Thor's world. A Spider-Man appears there. Who knows? It could be something with Doomsday. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. They made it very vague, which I guess in a way is smart because it's got people talking about it, but we'll see what they do with it if it was worth any kind of hype. I don't think
it would be very interesting if they do go to Miles Morales because they can't argue superhero fatigue or anything. It would literally just be the character and the effect of the character. And I cannot see Miles Morales being anywhere near as popular.
Keep him in the Spideyverse. I liked the first Spider-Verse movie. The second one was all right, and the third one's probably coming out kind of soon, I think. But
that's animation, right?
Yeah,
so,
I'm okay with him being animated. I actually I did enjoy them.
Yeah.
But they'd be wanting to do the live action replace Peter Parker with Miles Morales.
So I think I don't want the replacement. No. So overall, like I gave this 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I want to go see it again. It had its problems, but if you're a fan of superhero movies or Spider-Man, I would definitely suggest going to see this in theaters. It's worth it. The action scenes are great in the theaters.
Oh my god. D-Box was great. Like
it felt, D-Box?
Yeah, it was so cool. The swinging scenes, the fight scenes, it just enhanced the entertainment so much more. So if you can, but either or, like I will I wish we had IMAX.
I know.
really
I don't think
do.
we're ever gonna get this in IMAX because of Odyssey.
It will be a
Unfortunately.
special down the road in a couple years, but it's
Maybe unless they shove it in like for like a week or a weekend before Doomsday. But if they only do a weekend, we're not going to see it. That's going to sell it like that. There's people who still haven't been able to see this because their theaters were sold out for like a week.
Yeah.
So
which is
yeah.
awesome. Like this movie is so if we what was it 168 million domestically, this movie, if it keeps that pace, which it should ideally, so that was Thursday's number, times it by 4, we're at like what 600 million almost.
The opening
That's just domestically.
The opening night for this made more than the entirety of Supergirl, which is not surprising. It's just
this opening domestically will have made more than Superman.
Yeah,
if we keep that
absolutely.
pace up.
Yeah,
just domestically. Like we're not talking about international numbers. So like when I saw that article about like this could make like 900, I'm like, you know what?
I think it might.
I believe it.
I do too. So I'm saying like people
it's
just
doing well in
universally
China as well, and
yeah,
like the theaters around me, like it's you have 10 or 15 people in the cinema normally. They're just all sold out. I haven't seen cinemas sold out around here.
No, it was crazy.
I can't even remember when
cinemas
they
that
have, to be
busy.
honest.
It was busy like it was back on a Friday or Saturday night in the 90s, 2000s.
Yeah, exactly. So like I said, Spider-Man is universally just loved, right? Even if people aren't big comic people, they like the Spider-Man movies. So people are gonna go see it. And this was good. This was worth it. So I would say go see it. If you don't like superhero movies, then okay, it's not for you. If you don't like Spider-Man, okay, it's not for you. But I thought it was great. Time to catch up on supers here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out through the spoiler talk. Gosh darn it for 2 Canadian. Disparu, watch the trailer for Wicker, #milking farm. He's already seen it.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
He's like,
I was a bit upset that Peter Dinklage or whatever his name is not the Wicker Man, because look, if someone says make me a Wicker husband, you're gonna make a small one just because it's cheaper and way easier to do. But instead, he's the one that does it. I was not expecting the woman from Peep Show to be in some kind of weird erotic. Remember, she was in what was it, Secret Invasion as well. She was supposed to be playing some serious thing, and now she's banging a Wicker Man.
Wow. Well, Doom Guy, thank you for the 2. Blind man fallen in a well, couldn't see that well. I'm mad that got me. It did not get Disparu. It got his disappointment.
Disappointed.
Sec for 2 says we saw Peter find himself in Homecoming, though. I mean, this to me is an actual Peter Parker where he's not getting help. He's not getting money handed to him. But we don't know where he gets the money from. That could be explained away. We don't have time to get into that. I'm just saying,
he's
like,
smart. That someone with that intelligence has no reason to be.
And just because like he doesn't exist, it doesn't mean that like maybe he didn't get some inheritance when his Aunt May died or something. Like, I don't know. That can be explained away probably multiple ways, but I mean, he feels like Peter Parker because he's actually like, I guess just in a nutshell, because his life sucks. That's just kind of the his underdog story that he has to deal with. Albert, thank you for the Canadian 5. Just to let you know, the folks over at EFAP are destroying Brand New Day. Tune in to see what they are saying if you can while streaming. That's all right. We don't usually.
I heard Mahler's like quick points, and if you're welcome to like or not like a movie, and that's what the world is like.
Yeah.
Mahler really likes everything to be logically consistent, all hang together, and make absolute sense. That seems to be the most important thing for him, yeah. And this is a movie where the more you think about it, more it falls apart.
It's not as bad as Fallout though, because that show I started liking it, and then as soon as I heard Mahler like talk about it, I was like, oh yeah. At least with this, I still like it because the emotional part of his story and the action scenes.
It's like everyone looks for different things, and I never get mad if someone likes or dislikes something that
Otherwise,
I like or
we end up being
dislike.
those people who are like, you don't like freaking this movie, you're racist.
Yeah, that's
if you don't like Tom Holland, you're racist.
Exactly. Albert, thank you for the Canadian 20. Superman 1978, Iron Man 2008, and The Crow 1994 are the best superhero movies ever made. Toby was a block of wood, and Kirsten Dunst Dunst was miscast as Mary Jane, and Mary Jane was written completely wrong. Well, that's your opinion, and that's okay. I disagree with it. Albert, I mean, maybe not the other movies. The other movies are good, but
I was
like
gonna say, didn't you say
Spider-Man.
MJ wasn't written correctly? But
No, he's talking about Kirsten Dunst. Like, she wasn't fully written correctly, no, but she was still better than Zendaya. Thank you for the Canadian 5. What comics did you read? New York's response to Spider-Man was always mixed at best due to the media's reporting on him. Have a good night, folks. I haven't read all of them, but quite a few. That I'm talking about the movies, though. I like when he's loved in the movies by New York. Albert, thank you for another Canadian 10. In the comics, Jean Grey and the Phoenix were two separate beings. The Phoenix took on her form while it left her in a psychic cocoon to heal in Jamaica Bay. She came back in Fantastic Four 286. Yeah, I don't know much at all about X-Men. So that's why I was like, I'm not going to pretend like I'm an expert on Jean Grey.
I watched the movies and a lot of the animation, I think, as a kid. But I can't really remember much.
Chris, oh my God.
Chris for
I'm
2, I cut
cringing.
down a talking tree. It will not now dialogue.
Oh, God. That was like delayed hit me.
I was wondering your
That felt like
reaction to
getting
that.
punched in the face.
Oh my God.
Albert, thank you for another Canadian 10. You can't get cucked by somebody you're not in a relationship with. Peter's being a jerk and a bird dog, as in the song by Everly Brothers. He needs to move on. Sweeney for Black Cat. I think everybody probably agrees with you about Sweeney.
I don't think he was being a jerk.
No, because
No,
like he
the
tried to break
cops
him
are-
up or anything.
I was joking about him being a cuck.
It was a joke.
He was 100% getting caught.
He was cucking
Because-
himself. Because in his head, he's in a relationship with her, but like, you know.
Yeah, then there's always a difference between like you can know the reality of something, but your body just doesn't care. And so because it was that, it's like I should be with her. She would want to be with me, but there's something else getting in the way. I think it would be impossible not to feel you were getting cooked in that situation.
Yeah. Thank you for another 5, Albert. Kirsten Dunst doesn't look anything like Mary Jane. Look up Tanya Robert when she was on Charlie's Angels. That's how Mary Jane should look. Well, she's a pretty redhead, and there's a bunch of different like art forms of Mary Jane. So I think just a pretty redhead works for me.
We have Greeks that are brown.
We
Yeah,
should have
it's-
Cynthia Erivo for MJ. That's what we're
No,
gonna have.
don't put that in the universe. Logan, thank you for the 5. I don't think this film is going to age well in the next couple of years. There's way too many things to pick apart in this film. I think out of like all of them, it will do well. I do think that there's a reason why Spider-Man 1 and 2 with Tobey are still considered 2 of the best superhero films and like the best Spider-Man films by a lot of people, because they do still hold up. The hero's arc that he goes through is great. So this one, I would say this one, in my opinion, out of all the Tom Holland ones, probably will. No Way Home is also great, but you know, it has Andrew and Tobey in it. That was a big thing for people. But I guess we'll see, because there is a problem with a lot of recent films that they're not going to hold up well.
This movie seems to have made a lot of people feel good as they left the cinema, and so they don't actually care about the
Just
story or the
for
plot and
MJ.
everything else not making sense.
We'll
So,
get them a red wig.
I think it'll hold up just because it makes them feel that like they want to give it the benefit of the doubt, so they're
And-
willing to overlook things.
Coming from a lot of MCU TV shows and movies where you come out and you're like, I feel like I like they're giving me a talking to and some sort of discipline and whatnot, and I just people want to feel things. People want to feel like they learn a lesson, heroism, and like
Yes,
him
the hero's
becoming
journey.
a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Albeit not my favorite way, but it is a good way in comparison to some of the slop. Oh, you're just a woman who just never realized that you were just amazing and awesome. That's not what a hero is. No.
No, not at all. Albert, thank you for another 5. Jacob Batalon needs to hit the gym, both for his health and so he can become the Hobgoblin at some point in the future.
I don't know who he is.
It sounds familiar. Doom Guy, thank you for the 2. Maximum Carnage movie, all I want, a good one. Well, you may get what you want. They're going down the list now.
They're mining IPs like nobody's business. yeah.
Exactly.
Everything's
TJ,
on the table.
thank you for being a member for 12 months, 1 year. Battle World in Space, Secret Wars. Yeah, that
Oh,
could
it's
also
Ned.
explain the.
Okay. That's his name. I didn't know.
Who were
it.
you talking about? Sorry, his friend
Jacob
Ned?
Adelon or something? That's Ned.
Oh, yeah. I figured. I just look at him as Ned. That's right. I forgot his name. I'm like, why does it sound familiar? Because I've seen it everywhere in the last week.
Oh my god, there's a photo of him with his like new wife, and he shaved his head, and he has the funniest looking head.
Head shape. I did see that. Yeah. Albert, thank you for another 10. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man and Peter Parker, and from what I've heard, you couldn't pay me to see this slop. 99% of this movie shouldn't have been made. No Hulk, no Punisher, no Jean Grey, none of it. I thought it was good.
I mean, I always say, like, if you really, if that's what you want to do, great. If you want to see it to at least be curious to know if you'll really like it or hate it, then that's cool too.
It does have really good Spider-Man action.
Yes.
For me, it is the
I've seen in a
connective.
while.
It's the bits in between the action that I don't like, but the action is really good. And you know, until the reveal of Jean Grey, I like that bit of their story.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for another 10. Albert, Peter Parker exists. The spell didn't wipe him from existence. It erased him from people's memories. His social insurance number, education history, and birth records would still exist. Yeah, I get a fair point. That's also why I think so, because it also kind of makes sense why, like, when he introduces himself, he doesn't say Peter Parker or Peter right away. Like, he gave that weird name to Ned and MJ when he shows up at their party, and then to Bruce Banner, he's used Ned. So maybe it's because he doesn't want people to look into him. Possibly. That would explain that a little bit.
That's not specifically stated.
Yeah, true. But the spell does erase him from memory, so I guess you know,
like,
he probably
realistically,
does.
I don't know many high schools. I don't know many high schools, but like, I know everyone who's in my class. Like, unless you have thousands of people in the same graduating class, like, how do you not know everyone in your graduating class? Like, that to me is wild.
Yeah. So we're getting to that time. What do you have coming up? X-Ray, what do you
for me, I am gonna be on Forbidden Frontier tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and then I'm gonna be in Vegas next week. So I think there might be some streams Monday and Tuesday. I'm not 100% yet, as I do have to do some packing and getting the house ready and whatnot.
Okay. What about you, Disparu? What videos you got coming out this week?
The Odyssey, Rings of Power, possibly. Well, it depends what I get done, basically.
Yeah. You get what you get, guys, and you better like it.
Well, again, Vegas kind of messes everything up, and so
I get it.
What can I get done before I fly out, kind of thing.
It'll be great. Whatever it is, it'll be top tier content as always. And as for me, I'll be gaming a bit. My mom's birthday is coming up, so right before I go to Vegas, I got to take her out to do some fun stuff, like literally the day before I leave. So I'll be I'll be in Vegas next week, but we will all be back in time. I think we'll be doing Saucy. I don't mean X-Ray will be back. I don't know about this, but we'll be back for Saucy next week.
Yes, we'll be back.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. All right, guys, go say hi. Jay and Mo are playing Fortnite, so I'm going to send you over to Jay. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you next week. Bye.
I'll see ya.